gang, welcome to the Sneakerphiles podcast. I'm your host, Eugene. It's been a while. You can find us online at www.sneakerphiles.com. You can find us on Twitter at Sneakerphiles, and you can find us on Instagram at Sneakerphiles_podcast. I'm going to take off my glasses. It's just fogging up. I'm sweating so much. So first thing I would like to address is that we are still having an iTunes issue. So if you're listening to this, you found your way somehow to listen to this. You might be streaming tape. Or maybe. Or you're watching this on YouTube right now, or you are listening to another podcast syndication search kind of app or whatever. So good for you. But the iTunes thing has been submitted, blah, blah, blah. We'll get into that in a second. But to my right, we got
Joe.
Hey, Joe. What's going on?
Oh, you know, it's been a while. It feels like my first time again.
Okay.
This is new.
It feels good.
Re-virginized to podcasting.
Wow, that's awesome. So it's like for your first time, are you all nervous again?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, missed you guys.
Right.
No, hell no.
No?
No.
So
I did a quick podcast at home before just to get it
out.
So
a dry run?
Can last longer now.
Nice.
What was the segment like?
So you podded right before you got here,
Yeah.
just so you can pod longer this time.
You just pod one out.
Anyways, I don't know. Anything you want to update us on since like the month ago that you were last on this thing?
Shoes have been purchased.
Yeah, we'll get into that. And
as it does.
As it does.
So you got some shoes and nothing else new, right? So
No, not really. Summer's here. Connor McDavid signed an extension. Life is good.
Wow.
Yeah, wait till they have to
You're
sign.
already there.
Yeah.
Wait till you have to sign Draisaitl next.
That's fine. We saved money on Connor.
All right. Hockey podcast. Here
I'll
we
chip
go.
in for him if I have to.
And to Joe's right, we got.
It's Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hello.
It's been
Hi,
exactly, what, 2 weeks or so?
Yeah, it's been
3
a while,
weeks.
man. It's been a while.
And,
I missed chatting with you guys.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this episode 50A?
51.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry you missed out on 50. We can call it 50.1 if you want to be
could.
included.
52.
It doesn't
so-
really count because the iTunes account got jacked. So,
I'll
maybe it
start
doesn't
one
really.
again.
I don't know.
So yeah, I'm so disappointed, but we'll get to that.
Maybe this is the ghost episode.
Ghost episode. It doesn't exist. So Jason's you've
What's
been busy at homes.
At Homes, I have.
Yeah.
Homes at Homes. Yeah, I moved into a new place and
Even richer place.
into
Even
a-
richer
oh
and
my
whiter
God,
place.
Here we go again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Richer
Here we
and
go.
whiter.
It's the earliest
Yep.
the race card has been played on this podcast.
What? We're already
That's
3
right.
minutes in. Come on, let me have this.
Fair enough.
So how's the move going?
It's done. We're in. Stuff needs to be put away, and
Sweet. Now I
You
don't have to
know.
ask about it for a while.
no,
You
you
will.
don't. It's exhausting. It's.
I've
it's a
done
big
multiple
transition.
moves, and even within the same city limits, it's still annoying as fuck.
Kids and daycare and all that shit.
Oh
that goes
shit! I
along
didn't
with
even.
it.
And then
Yeah.
all the legal stuff, that mail changing.
Yeah, you change your
You got like
mail.
640 pairs of shoes to move.
But those got packed up pretty early, so
With velvet gloves.
Yeah.
they're all in like really nice Home
Yeah.
Depot boxes.
Home
The
Depot.
appraiser.
Oh yeah,
Did you buy boxes to move? Like
just
a sucker?
specifically for those?
Damn.
Wow.
Only for those. Nothing
so
else.
rich.
What?
I know, right? Who buys
Who buys
boxes?
boxes?
I wanted to make sure that I could keep track of them.
I bet
When the move
tap water's
happens-
not good enough for
Dude,
him
it's
either.
called tape and Sharpie.
Tape and what?
Yeah,
tape,
tape
and
and
Sharpie.
tape all your
well,
shoe
tape and
boxes
Sharpie
together?
is not going to make
I'll
a
put
box.
it this way: everyone that has a job, their work will have box and tape.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm going
everyone's
to
job.
re-gift those
In-
boxes,
in
all that
Jason-
wrapping
in-
paper.
Resell life.
No. So this is why, because our real estate agent paid for a company to deliver, like Frogbox,
No.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Frog.
kind of like that,
the
but
pods?
they're better.
Bungo.
And so they give you all these boxes like 2 weeks before, and then you just have to empty them 2 weeks, after your move. So she paid for that. So it was like,
Oh, that's cool.
That's good. Yeah, that was nice.
In Jason's
I could afford
defense, boxes from Home Depot are the cheapest around.
And they're dope because they fit like between 8 to 10 pairs of shoes in the right size.
Girl sizes, yep.
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 In girl sizes. That's right.
All right, fair enough.
Talk to Pierre.
Yeah, there we
Whoa,
go.
whoa.
Speaking of girls,
I'm not moving in.
to his right.
Who we got to Jason's right?
I miss you too. My name is Pierre, guys. What's
Wow.
going on?
What's going on?
Nothing
Je
much.
m'appelle Pierre.
So
I haven't even had a chance to speak yet, and everyone's
Sorry.
already.
usually we record a little bit earlier, but what happened today there, Pierre?
I was playing hockey.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You
Thanks
Play
for-
well.
Now I actually don't feel sorry. Fucking wait for me. Wait for me.
What else can we can start next time. We can just walk in.
Actually,
like an
no,
asshole.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Managing stuff. I don't think you were playing, right?
Were you
dude.
playing? Were you on the ice?
Yeah,
Or-
I was.
I thought you were just like the water boy.
No, I'm not as good. I'm not as good at homeboy over here.
Do you think that
Yeah, I
that's,
played-
that's your standard?
I played with Joe.
I hear Joe
Hockey.
can.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Oh, he didn't just play with you.
Hockey.
It happens sometimes.
So when it comes to like basketball, we'll get into the basketball talk in a second. When it comes to basketball and hockey, which sport do you prefer playing, and which sport do you think you excel?
Oh,
in?
I was a hockey guy. I
Yeah?
mean, sorry, a basketball guy.
Jeez.
Yeah, basketball. Yeah. Well, dude, I'm Filipino. We never.
You don't know what? Well,
When a Filipino immigrant
Uh-huh,
will not play hockey until probably later on when he gets his own job. The reason
Can't
being
play
is
in
because
flip flops, eh?
no. The only ice they see is in the
you
dessert.
motherfucking
It's just,
racist.
yeah, how's that racist? I knew he was grinding on that. Racist? Is that racist?
No,
Yep.
it's not.
No, like it's just too
Second.
expensive. And,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Fair
too
enough.
All right, fair
expensive.
enough.
Yeah.
Basketball is pretty expensive.
And
too.
all
It
you
is
need is
expensive.
like slippers when you play basketball.
You do maybe.
Pretty much.
Slides.
So
Socks. And
Big baller brand slides.
Oh,
this I failed to mention. We are recording live once again from Stay Fresh, Canada's premier sneaker consignment store. You can find them online at www.stayingfresh.ca. So we got that out of the way finally. I'd like to address the iTunes thing a little bit more in depth now. What happened was a bunch of weeks ago, someone notified me that, what the fuck happened to your podcast? It's some paramedics thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, I thought it was a joke. I'm like, are you saying like we're hurting? Like, what's going on? What's this paramedic thing? And then I looked like at my subscription because I want to subscribe to myself as well, just to see if everything's working. That's why. And I looked, and then our podcast is gone, and it was replaced by something else that I was not familiar with, like Paramedics Guide to the Galaxy or something like that.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I never gave it a fair chance, but at the same time, I was just still like, oh, that's funny. Hopefully iTunes will just fix itself. I let that go on, and then like a week later or 2 weeks later, it got replaced by another one by
Snark Monkey?
something like that. Yeah.
Snark Monkey.
And I was like, what's going on now? So I finally got Pierre to call it in for me.
Yeah, man.
And then it's one of
So
those, oh, you're
annoying.
not the account holder, so we can only help you up to this much. So eventually I called in myself, and they're like, as helpful as Apple was, they just kind of bounced me around because it's one of those very unique situations where they didn't know which department to transfer me to. So eventually I got to one very helpful individual, and then she helped me for a bit, and then she transferred me over to someone else. And I did that thing where I have to re-explain the fucking situation over
We're
and
getting
over again.
passed around like a doobie.
Oh my god, it felt great though. And then eventually they're like, "Oh, try this, then this, and this." And then I tried to log on to my Apple ID or whatever, and then apparently my password that I usually have saved did not work. So eventually I kind of figured maybe I got hacked.
Oh.
So I reset my password and everything, and then once I got into my Apple ID, I realized the podcast that's attached to my Apple ID was not ours. In fact, it was that other Snark Monkey one, which kind of explains what happened. I'm actually hopeful that it was just a mistake and no one really hacked us, because like, look at us, like, who's gonna hack us? We're like a sneaker podcast.
We're huge.
We're not hackable.
It's not that we're not hackable.
We're
It's just
so hackable. I'd hack us.
it's just like, is it really worth someone's effort to hack us? Like, we're not really in
Look at you.
competition with,
Maybe it was
Look at you.
just so easy that it was just, yeah, why not?
2 keystrokes. Hack.
they're like, oh,
What's his password?
Password.
I love sneakers.
The password is password. I'm like, I gotta change it.
That's why.
But I've resubmitted our podcast on iTunes, and there is a approval awaiting, and it can take as much as a day to like a month. So we're at week 2 of the review process. So hopefully it'll be up again. But once it's up, trust me, I'm checking every day and like twice a day if it's up. I'm waiting for that email. Once it's up, I'll tweet it out. Blah blah blah. And
No wonder I got an email from thing that your problem has been resolved because you're going to resubmit the credentials or some shit like that. Is that?
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's not resolved, but it's in the process of being
I'll
resolved.
forward you the email. It was a little bit weird, but
Now you tell me.
dude, I just got it
2
like
weeks in, man.
2 days ago.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let me know. But either way, iTunes is currently coming back. It's not until this iTunes thing stopped working I realized how many subscribers we had. Like, I literally have never checked our RSS feed, like, subscription.
We love you.
Yeah, thank you guys. But like, it started dropping. Like, ooh, fuck this. Like, that hurt, man. Seeing that number drop, because there's nothing to subscribe to anymore. Obviously, it's all gone. And like, the first time I ever checked was like maybe week 3, episode 3. So like a year and a half ago, that's the last time I checked how many subscribers. I'm like, yeah, that's a good number, 30.
What up, Zach?
But now I realize like how many subscribers we had before the iTunes problem. Like we had thousands of subscribers, which was way more impressive than I thought we had a few. But thank you to everyone that subscribed and stuck with us. So
Keep
God
sticking.
bless you guys. Thanks.
Keep sticking. Keep on sticking.
Keep on sticking.
So-
It's stuck.
At the beginning of the episode, just because we are so rusty,
Oh, here we go.
especially one of us is usually
Oh,
rusty.
dude, I'm dead tired,
Hot
man.
seat.
You need
Hot
to go
seat.
do this.
I'm helping you, man. So
No, not even a coffee. Jeez.
I'm sorry, man, but
Well, you could.
All right, let's do this.
It's
Let's
part
do
of it.
this. Let's do it.
Pierre's top
Let's-
3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You'll be
dude.
no
I'm
problem.
sorry,
No
I'm sorry,
problem.
I'm sorry.
I'm not hurt.
every
Look at this.
episode we
You
like
did.
to start exploring our minds and
Pierre's
loosening.
mind.
Royal Chicago's breads.
So we play a game called Pierre's Top 3.
Just wonder if it was
And
tattooed on there.
the goal of this game is to let Pierre name us 3 things from a pre-selected category, hopefully with as little thinking as possible, okay?
Damn. Okay.
So today is July 5th. We're recording on July 5th. And what national civic holiday just passed?
USA Day.
The one before that relates to us.
Canada Day.
Thank you. So July 1st was Canada's
shit.
150th
I'm getting
birthday.
scared already, guys.
USA
And
Day.
in honor of this great nation of Canada,
Will Smith.
I would like
I think I
Pierre,
just
without
lost.
thinking,
Oh man.
as quick as machine gun style,
Yeah.
name me the top 3 Canadians people.
Buble. Gretzky.
Here we go. Gretzky. We got 2. There's more Canadians than
Oh
that.
my God. Christine Sinclair. I'll do Christine Sinclair. What?
Buble?
Bublé's
No one-
Canadian.
Yes,
List
he
your
is.
top 3.
I don't know, but Buble.
There was no rules.
I know
Other
there
than
isn't.
top 3.
This is
Like,
Pierre-
There are no
top
wrong
3.
answers,
Pierre's.
but that was
Pierre's
your
I like
top 3.
Buble.
He was going rapid fire. I'll give you that. You're going rapid fire. You were just like,
We
No,
where
did-
are you going?
Buble, dude. Bublé's a Canadian treasure.
There's no wrong answer. We're not on Family Feud where there's like top number 1 answer on the board.
He's a
is
Canadian
Buble.
treasure.
All right.
I should have said Justin Bieber. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Justin. My
Go
bad.
That's awesome.
outside.
If you're listening, I would have said
Time
you,
out
but I wasn't
in the
thinking.
hall.
Dude, he's
That was good. We need
And
some
Drake.
music for it.
Drake.
we'll
I'm
get some-
sorry, champagne.
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
sorry.
Champagne?
Music.
Papi, champagne.
Champagne.
Papi.
Papi. Apparently, Buble ranks higher than
We need
Drake.
we
too.
need some intro music for that for his.
You used to rank me
thing.
on my
Top.
top 3.
Other than this guy's voice.
It's not laminated. It's okay.
Okay. Top 3 Buble. That guy.
Damn, Buble.
Terry
Christine Sinclair.
Fox.
I don't know what that just came out. I guess, eh?
I think Falk invented penicillin. Like Buble.
This isn't Joe's top 3.
I know.
This is
No
Pierre's
wrong
I'm just
top
saying
3.
that there are people out there who know.
For some reason he resonated it to me.
Yeah,
I don't know
of course he does.
how.
It doesn't matter.
You
Pierre's
know what
got
it is?
this.
It's those Christmas songs. That's why.
Right. In the
Bublé's
middle of
just
July.
in your
Thanks.
heart, man. Bublé's in your heart.
He's so relevant right now during this Christmas holiday. So, anyways,
Interesting.
We
Now-
love Buble.
Well,
we
now
love
I
got
free
that
shit.
out of the way.
Christmas in July.
I don't know about this next segment that I tried to start. I don't know if there's going to be any leg to it or people just going to flat out hate us. But I would like to touch on this.
Hey, we don't have the subscribers to hate us.
That's true.
we got to build them back.
But now that
again.
Joe's back, I would like his input on this. And that is, now you can stop me if you don't like this segment. But I would like to reintroduce.
What's our safe word?
It's-
Blueberry banana pancakes.
You can't even say the segment.
Benuminary pancakes.
But let's get into this big baller a minute.
Ooh.
Oh,
guys-
wow.
We need
Okay.
a stopwatch.
I actually got tons of
seriously,
these
'cause
too.
we
There's-
only
there's
can
two-
spend
Keeping
a
up with the
minute.
ball.
There's 2 items of interest that I would like to bring up, but let's just focus on one. The first one was Jason brought this to our attention
I
in
did
the group
not.
chat. Someone
I
did.
did?
He was
You're up
asking
on balls.
why the
Balls
Ball family was on WWE Monday Night Raw.
yeah.
Because it's the best.
I don't know how many of you guys saw this.
It's the best.
I saw highlights
I saw
of
a
it.
clip,
Yeah, I
and then
saw
I
it.
was like, I stopped at that.
What was the purpose of
No
of
idea.
this?
Who
It's
can answer?
Promo.
It's
Self-promo.
awareness.
Did they fight at least?
No, he
I
took
don't
off
know.
his shirt.
Yeah, he took off his shirt.
It's awesome.
And it was funny because like there were like his T-shirts on his branding, like just on the
They weren't
in the
gonna
ring.
do. There was no ball kicking.
There's nothing.
Ball bashing?
Nothing happened.
Oh, well,
It was
that's lame.
so
So
yeah.
you guys
it was
are not
anticlimactic.
not for this. not for this.
Well, then
I'm
also
for it because now we have something to
so
talk about.
Also, the draft happened, right? Did that happen after or before?
that was
was
after.
after.
That was after. Okay.
Yeah, there was the draft. Went to LA. Nothing much to talk about.
WWE is way more exciting.
But
No, there
the
was
second
something-
thing, the second thing that happened yesterday, July 4th, was
Oh yes,
announcements of a brand new set of colorways for the Z02s. What do you guys think about
the Independence Pack.
Yeah. What do you guys think
It's-
about that?
Pre-order available to ship November 24th or whatever.
That's
it
not
is.
an
That's
Independence
great,
And
man.
you gotta be quick. 'Cause
It's great.
it's gonna
And a
sell
big baller.
You got to be quick. What does that mean? Still sell out?
out. No, that's just
It's just the
people
equivalent
Just say you gotta be
Of
quick.
an infomercial saying, act now.
Act now.
Is that fake clock on the timer?
If you
on
buy
the top?
one, we'll
There's
give you
like,
all.
we only
three
have
for-
5 million.
Well, the thing is, like, the only problem I have with this is that they haven't shipped a single thing yet.
Well, they promised that they would.
I don't care.
The initial thing was
I
that they
don't
weren't going to
care.
ship right away.
They haven't
But you
done
should-
anything.
Yeah, I think you have to wait to release
You just
other
trust
colors
that they're
before
going to
you-
ship something that you buy.
I don't
online.
trust their
Like
you got to see the
antisocial
product
social
first. Have
club.
one
their
product
brand
out.
is so fragile and so volatile. Like,
They need to have one product out,
I don't
reviewed, worn.
Yes.
Before you
Yes.
can start
Of
doing other
course.
colors.
But that ties into why he's on WWE Raw.
no,
Is
that has
because
I
nothing
think
to
that-
do
no,
with
I'm saying it's
Independence Pack.
it's par for the course. It's a flash in the pan. It's the actions of an individual who knows he's not legit.
What?
He's just taking advantage of the 15
Do you-
minutes of fame. We're in
Yeah.
the window of 15 minutes of fame right now.
He did promise that the LA Lakers will make the playoffs next season.
He can say whatever he wants now. I mean, we'll find out week 2 of the NBA if this kid's any good.
It doesn't matter if he's
They need a ball gag.
big baller brand. They should make their. But how do you guys feel about them releasing even more? Like they released like whatever it's called, the LA Lakers colorway. After
Showtime.
that, oh shit, that's right. And now they have released 3 more, and they haven't shipped anything yet. Have they even shipped any T-shirts and shit?
I don't know. I haven't seen any.
How many have
You'd
you bought,
expect to
Joe?
see zero. You'd expect to see some social media posts out there. of
I know,
people
right?
At least ripping on it.
I not just ripping on it, but like people like actually ordering and
Hey,
retweeting.
balls came in the mail.
But one more
Smack in
minute.
the face.
What do you guys think about this pack? Are they at least nice looking?
No,
No. Okay.
you can't put no.
Did you guys get a chance to read that? Do you read the Players Tribune?
Yeah,
No.
occasionally.
Lonzo wrote an open letter about his dad during Father's Day.
Oh, the Foot Locker commercial.
No, that was a different one. That one's actually
That one's great,
dude. You know what? I've been enjoying watching whatever they've been doing, just
Yeah.
because from a marketing standpoint, it's cool. It's entertaining. Right now, he's drafted. They did a workout. He's deemed 2nd overall. So
Okay, that's
I'm just gonna
fantastic.
see. Like right now, I'm along for the ride. You're right. It is a 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Let's see what he makes out of it. But he did write this Players Tribune about his dad, and I gotta commend a father figure that is, giving props to his son, because not a lot of people do that nowadays. I'm just saying.
Is that really props to his son?
Yeah, he has given props to his kid, but a lot more of it has been just self promotion.
I know.
He's like
I
Tiger
know,
Woods' dad.
I know.
at this point.
You have to
Worse.
like
Earl
go.
was never like that.
You have to dig deep and deep and take out all the bullshit. But according
You're
to
asking a lot.
I know.
It's
I
like-
just.
According
You're
to
talking. You're talking like that victim girlfriend that's like, I know he beats me, but aside from all the beating and this and that, he still loves me. That's what you sound like right now.
No, remember,
Okay,
yo,
syndrome.
dude, Eugene, remember.
Yeah.
I was the one that hated this guy,
And which the kid or the dad?
the dad.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know much.
You
about
like him for entertainment value.
What's
We
wrong
don't
with
know
that?
much about the kid. All we know is stuff about the dad, and isn't
This is
the whole
like the
point
Lindsay
is
Lohan
about,
effect, man.
about the kid?
Lindsay Lohan's father is probably a better comparison. Not that I was up on Teen Beat magazine.
Tiger beat.
But he's not stealing from his kids. Like,
Are you kidding me?
Arguably, yes, he is.
Who did,
you think so?
when he
Well, I
sells
mean, he
those
would've had a
Z02s, whose pocket does that go to?
He would have had a $10 million shoe deal. Like until
Wouldn't you
you
have-
cross that mark of sales for the Big Baller brand,
He's not looking
he's
out
in the-
for his
he's in the
kid's
whole
best
$10
interest,
million
man.
you
at this
can
point.
have venture, like business venture.
Yeah,
or-
start your own shit. Don't ride off your little kid, man.
I see that.
Fuck.
I saw that meme. Yo, he just showed me that meme Samuel. What is it? Samuel
Drake and
Powers. Samuel
Screech.
Powers. Samuel Powers.
Screech.
Screech and Saved by the
Samuel
Bell.
Powers. That's Dustin Diamond.
That's his
Character's name.
Screech's name is Sam. Wow,
Samuel
props for that.
Powers.
Actually,
Who didn't
Holy
know that?
shit.
Come on.
Really?
Okay, good. I thought it was something wrong.
No,
there.
it is Samuel Powers. Anyways, go
Okay.
on.
I know it's entertaining, dude. Like from the commercials that he's done with Foot Locker.
Okay, that one's gold.
Yeah, that was. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
his
almost.
draft,
I thought that was like SNL bit for a second.
and it's like Foot Locker. Right?
Yes.
And it's awesome that there's like other like the draft class.
Yeah, they're
Like,
all
being
serious and shit.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Okay.
Hey, it's
Well,
entertaining.
okay. That kind of
Wraps up our ball minute.
that's it for the big baller minute, guys.
We're sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's just like trust me. If you guys don't like this big baller minute thing, we'll stop it in a heartbeat. It's just this guy won't stop giving us shit to talk about.
Don't.
It's true.
I might get a Lakers jersey.
Do it.
This says Lonzo.
Ball.
This says ball.
That'd be dope. What number is he gonna be? 2?
Who's number 2?
Who are you?
I don't know. It just changed. I
Okay.
changed the last
Hype
month,
beast.
Yep. Yep.
That's
guys. Full
fine.
force.
That's fine. You can get it all you want. I'm not even gonna bug. So, anyways,
Everyone's gonna be playing.
I
him in
can't
2K.
wait till a 9-year-old
2K.
kid breaks your ankles while you're wearing a ball jersey. I cannot wait.
so you're gonna be the Lakers in the next year's 2K. Yeah. Anyways,
I've never been a Lakers fan.
let's move on. Fuck.
Fair.
You want to get into the new releases, upcoming releases of
let's
the
do it.
next week or so? It looks like Jordan
I have no idea
Unimpressed.
what's coming out. So.
Jordan Brand's not really going to be releasing too many things interesting. The only thing releasing in the immediate future, it looks like, is the Black Pinnacle Jordan 5s. Have you guys
Okay.
seen this thing?
The
The oil slick 5s.
Wheels.
well done.
Come on.
Well done.
Have you seen it?
Did
It's
you just make
exactly
that
what-
up? You just made
Yeah, I
that.
just
That
made
was a
that
good
up.
one.
Exxon Valdez.
Are we still talking about that? It looks like a pinnacle. Is it a pinnacle or is it a
Premium,
Premium?
Pinnacle,
Premium.
Pinnacle.
But Joe said that it reminded him of another shoe that had released before. What was it again?
The Bin 23.
Oh, why don't they just release more bin? Actually, now speaking of bin, what did the bin series really celebrate? I know nothing about the bin
Yeah,
except
what's
that
Premium-
been for?
Premium materials. I think.
yeah. It's like dress shoe.
Don't quote me because I'm not a big theme shoe guy, but I think Bin 23 was referring to like aging it like a fine wine. Hence, like the Bin 23 13s had like that real deep burgundy red
Yeah.
with the oaky looking brown and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I think it was related to just
Were
like,
they hard to get and stuff?
yeah,
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 because like the retail price was already crazy to begin with, and like
5 American. I thought,
Yeah.
but like 10 years ago money.
Yeah,
But
the resale on them are really
it's
high too.
it's Jordan's brand. We're talking about the bins. The Jordan's
Yeah.
brand's kind of take on a luxury or a dress shoe.
Came with wooden shoe trees. Yeah,
That thing weighed a ton, man. I remember just picking up the box. What the hell? And like I thought the shoe was heavy. It was just like the shoe tree, like the expandable shoe tree thing. That was amazing. But anyways, the oil slick flag.
poor man's.
Poor man. Well, they're gonna cost just as much, man. They're gonna be like $500
Yeah,
Canadian,
that's
right, when they release. Are you guys feeling this Primo 5 kind of take that they're doing this year? We already had the take flights and then the pure platinums, and now we're getting a all black one. What do you guys think of this move by Jordan Brand?
They're doing a cement one too for the 5s later on in the year, right?
Yeah, but that's not the same series per se.
Yeah.
No dust bag with this bitch, right?
No, but just lots of 5s coming out this year. it
I'm
seems
okay with
like.
that. Usually I like 5s, but like all the stuff that's releasing, it's not recognizable to me. And I know I might be alone on this, but I'm not the pre-release photos of the cement 5s. I'm not a huge fan of those either.
Yeah.
Just because there's cement, like it belongs on certain shoes, and you can't
Or
just
on the ground.
Sorry? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. But like, but about these oil slick 5s, are you guys a fan of this at all?
No,
Of this movement?
it's
The $500 Jordans?
no. We had this with the
The pure platinum and the
yeah
take flights. Yeah.
the take flight ones.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was happy with just the regular. What is it? 7s? I think that I have.
Eights.
Eights.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hard to buy something that.
Well,
has
the
been
take flight 8s were not nearly the same price point
no,
as
or
the
no,
quality.
no.
apparently, but the 5s were very nice, and they did eventually sell out online. But I don't know why they're doing this. So, what do you guys think?
Oh, he's looking at him.
Yeah.
Of any of
okay.
the premium models, 4s included, these ones look the nicest to me, in my opinion. They look like a real greasy leather, in my opinion. But I'm not paying anywhere near.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, like as
for
nice as they look, is anyone gonna
chance.
pay $500 Canadian for these things?
No, I'd take 2 pairs of the 2016 retro OG branded metallic 5s over those.
But again,
any day.
this is kind of like in the custom realm as well. Like, it's a unique material that they're using, a luxury material. So I'm not gonna, the price point is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm not gonna say that that's too expensive, especially for the materials and stuff that you're getting.
Does it come in a pack?
Now I gotta have it.
Yeah. One black, one white.
Like I said, I don't know. Like even if they go on discount, I can't justify spending like $400 or $300 on it.
Well, if it
Just
goes
because
on good discount, you could.
what's a good discount, man?
Yeah, what's your price?
Even if you half it at $250.
$120?
Wow. Okay, at $120 I'd buy a pair. I'll give you that.
No, like $120 off, so it'll be like.
Oh fuck that. Then if $380, no, still
too
no.
much?
Shit.
That looks like carbon.
Regular
carbon fiber.
retro nowadays is $255.
Yeah.
Like you'll have to half the price of it, and it'll just equal a retail Jordan. Like that's a lot to
I can
ask
see
for.
that. Yeah, it is. It is.
And like, I don't know, $500 for a Jordan, like they're marketing it wrong.
So what
I
is the
think.
demographic for this type of?
Nobody.
Rich fucks?
Rich fucks like
Rich
No.
bucks.
like no none of us.
It's not collectors.
not
It's
rich,
not OG
Eugene.
heads. It's not even new guys because
New guys aren't about the fucking Jordan life.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Old
I mean,
heads
people will,
aren't about the fucking made up colorway.
There are dudes out there that'll buy that. I mean, look at the movement. There are people out there who want a premium sneaker who don't want to fuck with like Giuseppe's or Balenciagas or stuff like that. People will go to it. Like it's not going to be a camp out,
The
sold
problem
out
is-
situation, but people will pay for it.
Yeah, but if you look on the shelves at the stores, all this shit is sitting like. Apparently, the demographic isn't large enough to make an entire fucking general release size run of these.
I would
Is it
No.
general release size run?
The way that they're sitting around, it looks like it. Either that or literally nobody bought a pair.
I would say that if these hit tier 0 and tier 1 accounts, like in boutiques,
Right.
that would be
That's
the
artificially
spot.
inflating the value of it.
But that's just to counter your point where you're saying like if it's a general release at any major sneaker store like House of Hoops or wherever that might get those, of course it's going to look like it's not moving units when it's they've got 20 pairs in and
Just
they're
fake a
sitting.
raffle. Yeah, these
It's-
guys are super
exactly,
limited. Just raffle it off.
exactly. Yeah,
Kind of like how
final
Pierre
sale
fell
stamp.
for that fucking champagne and cigar sevens.
Wait, didn't
That
you
was,
get the championship
yeah,
pack
dude.
8s?
It was 8 or 7s that you got.
No, he got the 7s, but didn't you get the ones with the confetti? Didn't you get the 8s?
No.
No, if you got the
No.
confetti, that would have been bad.
I got the 6s.
Yeah.
I had the 6s. You got the 7s, right?
7s.
And it's because they fucking raffled it off and you thought it was going to be crazy limited, right?
No, it's because I just experienced a win for the Legend Blues, and I thought this was.
He
Gonna
was on high.
I was on a high. It was December, and then it was January, and I was like, "Oh snap! I won again!"
Exactly, because it was a
And
raffle.
there's a reason.
Yeah, I just put 100 into the slot machine and won 18 cents.
If that raffle didn't
Wake
take
up,
place and they were sitting
awake.
on the shelves, would you have bought those?
Say it again. Sorry, say it again.
If those 7s was not raffled off and you walked into the store the same day that they released and they were sitting
Probably no,
buy 'em.
probably not.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
I
that
would've-
raffle does
yeah.
artificially inflate
It
people's
does.
urgency to buy a shoe.
Dude, it's a raffle. That means it's gonna be limited.
Here at Stay
Apparently
Fresh,
not.
we are
It
raffling off
it
these.
gets you if you're new. Like, I mean, I was a new collector at that time, and I was like, okay, so if it's raffle,
that's interesting,
it's
yeah.
I assume that it's gonna be heavy
In
duty.
demand, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh snap, I won, and then next thing you know, I look. Oh snap! Nobody
foolish.
wants it, but then I get a ring. Like I like it.
You got
I-
a ring. Yeah.
You get a.
The 5s aren't bad though. I considering the other two, the white, the platinum, and
Yeah.
the green, it's
burgundy,
not
like,
bad.
it's
I mean,
burgundy.
but again,
To be
the price
absolutely
point's
fair.
too high because the average consumer here looks at it and goes, "I have to spend $560 or whatever after tax.
much.
What can I buy instead of that? I can have
buy
like
2 pairs
almost
of retros.
almost
but then-
2 Yeezys or
then you
whatever.
question-
Like
A pound
at retail
of
if you
weed.
get them.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
Is that the going
whatever.
rate? I wouldn't
There's a
know.
lot of stuff. There's a lot of
Yo,
stuff that you can get.
yo,
a
but
bunch
dude,
of NMDs, like
You,
whatever.
But then you question what the whole marketing tactic of this, and then you compare them to like, say for example, like a Toyota that will,
Here we go. My
you know,
favorite.
yeah, got this. That will spend or have a line for luxury like
Lexus.
you know,
Like the
Lexus.
Lexus is
oh yeah.
But it's
But I'm just
it's
saying, in
fucked
our
up.
location where we live, the average consumer will look at that price and probably not spend the money on it. Other than the fact that it's triple black,
So do you think that it'll sell in other locations or
Yeah, for
demographics?
sure. Yeah.
You think so?
I guarantee you it'll sell out on
Yeah.
Sneakers app instantly.
Yeah,
But I
that
just
is
think
pretty
it's
good about that.
it's yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's just here. People are looking at are very heavily Adidas driven. Our Jordan, OGs and people that buy them just won't. I think they're more into the retros. They just haven't found the value in something that looks like that yet.
Because
So-
the reason why I bring this up is because I actually read a business article it was posted on Facebook. I don't know if you saw this, but it is the one thing what is Nike doing wrong right now, which is putting a lot of money on an emphasis on sneaker, like basketball shoes, while Adidas is mainly looking at lifestyle. Like they've managed to make a running shoe a lifestyle shoe, guys.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
but Nike pioneered that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
fuck
but
the
you're-
new
but you're-
releases.
but
Let's
you're-
just get into this for now.
But you're
Okay.
I gotta bring you have
you're
you guys-
right. No, you're right. And like we touched on this weeks ago, if not months ago, that
Yeah, we've been calling it-
no one's wearing high performance basketball
Dude, we've been
shoes
calling it
casually
this like the
anymore.
whole year, right? That's why I'm a little bit worried because I'm a Nike guy. Like
Of
I
course.
want Nike to succeed as much as any other.
We love Paul.
But the fact is, dude, they're estimating that Adidas in a year, and I get goosebumps when I say this, that they're gonna overtake.
No, I disagree.
Jordan.
That's
Stop.
bullshit.
Jordan brand might
This-
be overtaken.
I read this article in a business
Okay.
magazine.
Jordan brand
Yes,
might
Jordan
be
brand.
Over.
Not
Jordan
Nike,
brand
think?
might
Not
be
Nike.
Okay.
First of all, Jordan brand's not in trouble.
No, I'm
Second
not
of all,
saying that.
we're talking about Jordan brand specifically compared to all of
Adidas.
Adidas.
All of
And I don't
Adidas.
even know.
North
Joey,
American
you might know.
share.
Is it Adidas just footwear or Adidas?
Well,
It was all when I saw that article as
Yeah.
well, and I think it was
You see-
all
you
of
saw
Adidas.
that? So it's not
So
Yeah.
like we're talking about
Okay.
apparels, fucking
because they were
equipment.
referring to Kanye's song "Yeezy Jumped Over the Jumpman," and it's like, okay, well, Jordan brand versus Adidas is not Yeezy.
No.
It's all of Adidas, and
Yeah.
then that's Jordan brand, which is not all of Nike. It's a
Now, if you want to be
separate entity of it.
specific and be like,
So,
did
yes.
Yeezy jump
Yeah.
over the
No,
Jordan brand? No,
never.
it's like it's Yeezy and Adidas,
Yeezy-
and
Yeezy-
all of us jumping over.
Not yet.
No, because
Trying
they're
to.
getting
Very
close.
close.
The people are
different
seeing
things.
people. I'm getting.
And they were using share as the
Yeah.
most relevant thing. Like Jordan brand by itself has, I think this is where they were talking about footwear specifically, was that Jordan brand has something like just a hair under 12% of the entire American footwear share. It's like 11.6 or whatever. And Adidas had their second record-breaking year, and they're at 11.3% or something. It's plus or minus 0.2 of a percentage, I think, something like that.
The
But
entire
it's-
company.
That's right.
yes,
That's right.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jordan brand is theoretically like only 30 years old, right?
Correct.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
like we could say it was all under the Nike umbrella up until
Yeah.
a certain point, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. Then technically, Jordan brand's only since year 2000.
yeah, so
I know what you
that's
get.
that's what I mean theoretically.
Yeah.
And how old's Adidas? Like how many? They got to be like, yes, that's the chart that we always put up on the thing.
Yeah.
And then it seems like Adidas been around
Like
forever,
the
right?
20s, almost 100
Like
years.
100 years, and it's finally catching up. But it's not always this way, right? Adidas and Puma did rule the world at one point when it came to footwear, and Jordan Brand is inceptioning like the casual market, and they've owned it for the last 20 years. And Adidas is finally making huge steps. Like, first of all, I'm not taking anything away from Adidas. Adidas is absolutely killing it. When it comes to growth, nothing even comes close. Adidas's growth is huge right now. But we're talking about sales numbers in a whole. That comparatively, yes, Nike, no one can touch them. Like no one's even close to touching them. And Jordan Brand, they're doing worse than projected, let's just say.
But that's just something that you expect from a business that has been doing it and doing it well for a certain number of years. Correct?
Jordan or Adidas?
Nike or
Nike?
yeah.
Yeah. They've
Because they're such a big entity and they've
Yep.
always been in sports life no matter what it is.
Yep.
They're always going to be breaking in the money cuz they were there first. That's just the fact of it all.
Nike
in
was
terms
not
of
there
the
first.
U.S. In terms of the U.S.,
Yeah.
they've had the biggest share.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when it comes to Nike and Adidas and stuff, I don't take particular biased interest towards each one.
Of course,
If
yeah.
anything, like I've bought more Adidas than I have Nike the last.
This is
12
awesome
months,
for
right?
us because like these guys are going at it. We're getting like the best shoes ever.
At discounts.
Dude, we just got Parleys that like are fucking recycled materials, and hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Multicolors like are like nonstop.
exactly.
And we're seeing huge, probably the largest growth in like the last 5 years
Yeah.
of non-athletic individuals or influencers per se, really driving the product. And Adidas has done, probably much better than
But
Nike in
that-
the last
here-
little while.
but-
Have that
sorry.
yet made this huge impact where it became more about entertainers and about
Yeah.
influencers in different genres. And that's made a huge impact on the visibility to the product and people wanting it.
But do you think that's the age-old
So,
question? Do you
yeah,
actually
so
think
that's
that
the marketing
that
behind it.
translates to sales?
Here's the thing though, dude. You can't
Yes, I
say
think it does. I just don't know to
Exactly.
what degree it does.
Here's the comparison I like to make.
a lot of
Yeah.
people
Okay.
don't watch sports anymore, guys.
But I don't,
Honestly.
you're gonna always say this. It's the base models, the Stan Smiths, that do the core. But the driving the visibility of the brand and having the cool factor of the brand,
Yep.
being the brand that's like of the moment. Adidas is really driving that.
The Adidas is, but
Yeah.
they've never stopped driving heritage and classic models. Okay.
No.
Superstars and
not-
Stan Smiths
Yeah.
always sold extremely well overseas
yeah.
and even to some extent North America. And the argument that I keep seeing online, and it's been a hot topic because of a certain article being released as of very recently, is that did Kanye West make an impact on the sales figures of Adidas?
Yes.
Some people see. Here's the difference.
Well, I don't
When
think
it
it's
comes-
sales figures. I think it's just visibility to the product.
That's the thing. Does
And
that
that
translate to
brand.
sales?
That
Does
equals to
translate
sales. That
Ri-
equals to sales.
That's-
It's
that-
intangible.
There's two ways to see
That
it.
you think that equals sales? You think Kanye West visibility, notoriety, and all of that stuff translates to
Yes.
sales?
That's-
how many people do you know that you know a few people that own a Yeezy?
The answer is me.
Well, no.
I do. Me.
Dude, the answer,
Do you-
the answer is myself.
You know a few people who own Yeezys.
Yes.
How many people, since Kanye signed with them in late 2013, have gone to buy, that you know of, that have bought a ZX Flux, a Superstar,
Smith.
or a Stan Smith?
None. But
Those are the top three of the four selling
hold on.
Adidas models.
I
last year.
understand, but it opens up. I've known them buy several Ultra Boost, several NMDs, even the Inikis.
Okay.
Anything that's new school.
Okay, Pierre,
Even
that's
the
great.
EQTs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You said that. Okay, but we're directly saying, did Kanye West have an effect on the sales figures?
Yeah.
So you're telling me EQTs are selling because Kanye is a part of Adidas?
No, because
Exactly. You said no.
no, because of brand awareness, right?
Yeah, I
it's
think brand
intangible. You
awareness
can't
is
hear.
like-
You can't.
Are you saying that if Kanye wasn't with Adidas? Okay, let's just say that's happened. Kanye was never with Adidas. These EQTs that are absolute fire wouldn't be selling off the shelf already on its own.
I don't think it would have probably the same visibility as it does.
You guys are nuts,
No.
man. Like
No,
a good
I-
shoe's a
no,
good
I-
shoe, dude.
Of course it's a good shoe, but there's something to say about a brand that
Marketing.
you are not aware of. So pick any brand of shoe that you're not aware of,
Mm-hmm.
and if someone that you admire or that you follow, or a musician or an influencer or someone that all of a sudden says, "Hey, have you tried this brand?" And then, that's how young individuals will get inspired to go try
Exactly.
something different. Is that it's
Ah,
heavily
that's hard to
influenced-
say, man, because we have
I think the greater
we're
the
double the
normal
age
demo-
of the demographic we're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
but those.
But
I think
here's the
they're-
thing.
they're
Here's the argument.
influenced by it.
These
How
people
can you
are
say
like
that they're
so
not?
Kanye everything. Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying a lot of these younger generation that gets influenced by media, social media, blah blah blah. They get like all really riled up with like hypebeast blogs and shit like that when they see Kanye just looking fire, wearing whatever. Okay. Don't they want to emulate Kanye so bad that they only buy the stuff he actually had on his body? Wouldn't
Well,
that
sure.
be
I
a-
think it starts there, but
It's-
then it starts
exactly.
with
It
you
starts
looking
there,
at
and
other
then-
things.
yep.
I don't think it's just
Exactly. I totally agree with them.
That's
If-
the thing, man. Like there's a huge argument because you can see it both ways. Kanye saying
I'm not
people
saying
say
that he's directly responsible for the growth of
But he
Adidas. I'm
helps.
just saying that it's influenced it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there you can
fuck,
you know
everything influences.
Sure,
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
saying
yes,
it's
it's a
like
vague
solely
question,
drives
dude.
their numbers.
It's a vague
Like,
question.
There's that literal question of asking,
Boost-
did his shoe make an impact? No, because he doesn't make enough shoes
no,
to
but
make an
Boost
impact.
still would have
Yes.
probably done very well. Like
Exactly.
regardless, but visibility to it as well. Like
Okay, here,
he's-
let me
But
ask you this.
when you say visibility, how do you equate that when he's never been seen strapped with like an NMD or a
NMD
Stan
did
or,
ridiculous, like
It did well on its
ridiculous
own.
How would you
It did
explain lineups for Ultra Boost or NMDs or Nikis?
low demand here, or sorry, low supply here.
No, okay, fine, that's fair, but
Look at everywhere else in the world. Like we see some of the VSG crew, shout out,
Yep.
that are like in Poland and Germany and all that stuff, and it's just a wall of shoes like here.
Okay, how
with
much
every-
visibility does Kanye have in that continent?
But now you're negating your own point
How so?
because it's probably not as much as it is in North America.
And we're
okay, I'll
but
give
we're
you.
asking.
I'll
that-
give you a
what-
real life example.
Okay.
We have people that come into the store, customers, okay, and they're already wearing Yeezys on the way in, and they actually come up and just ask for a Yeezy in their size, a different one that they don't have yet, and then they would just pay up and then fucking bag it up and walk out, and knowing for a fact that this person that just paid $1,000 for a pair of Kanye West shoes doesn't even know who Kanye West is. What does that say? Does that say that
How do you know that he doesn't know Kanye West?
it's widely known amongst some of the employees here?
then why is the shoe popular?
It's a dope shoe.
I don't think it's a dope shoe.
Come on.
How many pairs do you have?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's shrouded in several mystiques, in my opinion. Technology, I think hype, I think the whole Yeezy factor of it. I think it's a multitude of things. And if they don't know, there's gonna be people that don't know, dude, just because they're hyped up. But there's also gonna be people that will be
We're
like,
talking about like me going out as, you know, a 20-something-year-old buying Jordans with my own money, okay? And I have all these Nikes. And how that relates to what I'm getting, the point I'm getting to is like,
How do they know? So that age group that's going out to buy a Jordan, how do they know about Jordan? How are they influenced by it?
just the same old outlets of media, I would imagine.
I would think it would be.
It's a legacy that Michael
I
Jordan...
don't think it's Michael Jordan's
not
legacy
legacy.
that's
You're kidding
leading
me.
them there. No, I think it's the influencers. It's the people like Travis Scott
Yep.
and all these other people who are performing in original 1985 Jordans that are driving visibility
damn, I'm like
to this
agreeing
product.
with you a lot today, dude.
Well, no, because I think it's true. I think
No, I agree with
there's
you.
a reason why these companies hire
Joe,
these people
say
because
something.
they're so high profile.
He's getting his mind blown
that
right now.
that has that has some tangible benefit
Here-
to it. You can't say that it doesn't.
Let me ask you this.
That's
Okay,
my point
quick
is.
question.
How very
Sorry.
little it is, or how great it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can't say
Intangible, correct.
You can't completely nullify it and say that it doesn't have any effect. It does.
Is it
they
a
wouldn't
good
pay
thing?
people to do it if it wasn't.
Is it a good thing for Adidas to have Kanye in its lineup?
As in...
Is it good? Business wise, is it good?
Yes, I think it is. I think it is. Any
I agree.
Any sneaker brand that can afford it would probably take him in.
I agree. Why? Because they know that they're gonna boost somehow, whether it's visibility, whether it's brand awareness, whether brand and tone, whether it's money wise, monetarily. They'll
Okay,
Okay,
so
but this is a mistake. If you want to speak spiritually, speak purely
Spiritually?
on it, if you want to speak purely on the endorsement side of things,
Purely?
his first contract was probably beneficial to the company. It was a 2 or 3 year deal at they say about $10 million. So now he's moving. I've heard reports due to some well-regarded sources in the interwebs that they're moving between 10 and say $40 million in Yeezy shit a year.
including a yellow that's coming up soon.
Yeah. Okay. So
Kidding.
highlighter,
so that
350.
break even, that probably paid for the contract. Now he signed a new deal, some sort of extension last year that is undisclosed. So you have no idea. But there's a reason why in the sports world that Nike started paring down its, just spend for athletes. Everybody was getting huge money to wear Nikes. That's why you had, when they stopped doing that, that's why you had guys like D Wade go and search out Li Ning, and now Klay Thompson. And I'm not 100% sure on this because I'm not a huge KT guy, but I think he was Nike when he first got in, and just on the base level for whatever that endorsement was, and now is with Ante out of the Far East. So, I mean, but they started cutting all of that stuff, or a lot of that stuff, and just leaving the real marquee guys because it's just wasted money. It's just you're pissing money away. And I mean, we've got the.
Well, to be fair, like Kanye's not getting LeBron money for a shoe deal.
And Kanye's not Klay Thompson.
That
Are you
is
saying
true.
Klay Thompson's good or bad? I don't get that.
Are you saying KT's got bars? Like, what are you saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in an effect in pop culture, Klay Thompson has no effect.
But we're talking about sales and the effect to the bottom line of the endorsement / marketing budget of a company.
Yeah.
So now the thing is that when you talk about that that's why I kind of asked Jay how he defines drawing visibility or shedding a light on Adidas to people who aren't buying it. I don't find it exactly valid because he's had his own clothing line associated with that. They're on Yeezy season 5 or 6 now.
Yeah.
Plus he had his own, was it Yeezy season 2 when he went on his own and made those crate boots.
Yep. Yeah.
So aside from the 750s and the 350s, everything else has gone to markdown almost immediately. So what type of visibility is he bringing into a brand, using his own creative process that is really luring people in there? Because he's not wearing a Superstar. He's not wearing a Stan. As far as I can tell, not that I have any first-hand experience with this, but apparently it was the 12 to 18 white female demographic that was largely responsible for Adidas's growth. Because
Yeezy taught him.
Yeah, because you look at their social media feeds. Not that I do look at 12 to 18-year-old white female social media feeds.
You're setting yourself up.
I don't.
He's warning himself. Too.
He deleted that account.
Sons of bitches. But I'm saying that was apparently the wildfire that propelled Adidas to a banner year last year, and that's where it's tough to.
Where are you getting this?
But I think you also have to look at the fashion trends that are happening. That the Stan Smith
that's fading already.
No, that was a huge 2 years ago. It was a huge thing for people to everyone to own Stan Smith, and it became something that became on catwalks
who revived the
shoes
Stan
that
Smith?
look very similar.
Is
to
Raf
it.
Simon.
Yep. So
Simon.
Yeah.
But he reinvigorated that silhouette, right?
Huh?
I think he reinvigorated that silhouette, the Stan Smiths.
I see, and I just within the hip hop culture and maybe adult men, yes, but allegedly seeing these tweeners social media posts out there where it's just superstars. I mean, there was a meme made about it where it's like the girls are saying they want to be original or whatever, and it's a shot of 12 sorority girls that are all wearing superstars.
Yeah.
So it's I don't necessarily.
But
I haven't seen the visibility. You're saying that
he's solely responsible for the growth of the company. I just think it's.
But what visibility are you equating it to when the top 4 silhouettes he hasn't even strapped on? Sorry, Ultra Boost wasn't even in the top 4.
Why would you consider the top 4 silhouettes as visibility for him when those?
No, I'm asking you, how can you equate visibility to the top 4 sellers? And that shit falls off exponentially when you're not.
Because it becomes something that they can afford and that they can get in their hands. And maybe they've never owned
the
an
Alpha
Adidas
Bounce.
before.
But that's the thing is that
now they're
no
like,
one's-
I know this person that I follow is a musician. He's with Adidas. I'm going to check out.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Check
Nope you
Adidas.
for you.
Nope you for you.
Well, what I want to
See, and I don't buy I love you, but I disagree with that because I don't
know
see
if you-
it. I don't see anyone going discount because of Kanye's influence.
Would you-
They're paying. How much is a Pablo tee? What are people paying for a St. Pablo?
Yeah, but I
tour
don't think
tee?
that's what's that specifically. It's about his entity as a person, as an entertainer, and just people know who he is. As much as there's a few people that come through the store that don't know, or you can ask my parents who the fuck he is, and they probably don't know. The core group of people who are in that are hype beasts or that are just in pop culture now, people know who he is.
Sure, but going one step further, you can't look at those top 4 silhouettes, maybe ZX Flux and NMD, but you can't look at a Superstar or Stan, which has such a big footprint and foothold with the tweener market. you have to go to who's buying those shoes. The parents don't give a shit about Kanye West. They're not going to get superstars and stands on the feet of their kids because, hey, that's Kanye West.
They're not getting
those
they're
shoes
not
are $60.
Yeezys either.
Those shoes are $60 American. They're not concerned about Kanye's presence and thinking that's
but
back
the
to
kids
school
that are
money
listening
for
to that music are following him and following all the things that he's doing, and they, as much as they can't afford it, they want it. Whether their parents are going to buy it, and they again, I'm not talking about 16-year-olds. I'm talking about people who are in their mid 20s.
But those people aren't moving the needle of the business. That's what I'm getting at. Those top 4 silhouettes are largely driven by people who aren't even.
And that was the main argument or the conversation I wanted to bring up is the silhouettes that make money for Adidas. Yeezy is not one of these silhouettes. Can we agree on this?
Yes.
And you have to look at Nike too.
Yeah.
The Monarch moves the needle for Nike.
Is Kanye West have any responsibility in the selling of these top 4 silhouettes that Joe's talking about?
No, but he has some kind of responsibility for Ultra Boost NMDs going forward, correct?
How do you equate NMDs to I'm asking you seriously, not to be deriding, but how do you equate an NMD to Kanye West?
That's the thing.
Boost? Honestly, Boost.
Okay.
Boost was there before Kanye West.
Yeah, but he made it in his shoe that made it go to sync. So now everything that has Boost, everyone has to get it.
It's hard to say because
why is that not hard? Why is it hard to say?
It's hard to. These are all intangibles we're talking about. That's why.
I know. But here, let me give you this. Kanye wears an Ultra Boost version 1 triple black and a triple white. All right. So what I was trying to say is that everybody sees Kanye West wearing a version 1 Ultra Boost triple black or triple white. Everyone goes ape shit over it.
Yeah.
Triple blacks and triple whites.
I'll give you that. But how many pairs do you think that?
Okay, hold on. So next thing you know, these pairs are sold out.
First of all, Kanye wore energy boosts.
Okay, I didn't know that. But the core blacks and triple whites.
But who's talking about energy boosts nowadays?
I didn't even know that, but that's okay. Hold on. All right, so say for example, so all of those are sold out, right? And you can't get a pair, right? But then there's this new NMD release that's opening up that has Boost on it.
That's even harder to get.
Right? Yeah, but you have 9 pairs.
I
got lucky.
I don't think it needs to be about all the things that he did wear or didn't wear. It
helps.
It helps.
Pierre, you're saying that Kanye is the sole. No, Pierre.
Not soul. I didn't say soul. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'll put other things in your mouth. Anyway, you're saying that Kanye actually has an effect on the Ultra Boost selling like gangbusters like it has. I have a feeling that the Ultra Boost or whatever Boost shoe out there would have done just fine on its own. Eventually, maybe he gave it a little kickstart, but those numbers would have been like equivalent of whatever the final.
Would you compromise then and say if it was a snowball, he would have pushed it so that and then momentum would have grown it to whatever it is right now?
I think it's like anything. It's like it's like a movie. Like, are you going to put a non-famous person in a particular movie to get people to go to the movie theater? No, you're going to try to get the right person for the role that has a following, that has people that want to see them.
Okay, here's the thing.
Movie.
Here's your argument.
I'm just saying that
it'll be like if Tom Cruise was in this Universal Mummy movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean every other Universal picture movie will do better because Tom Cruise was in this one?
No.
That's
a whole different.
But I'm saying
how is that, Joe? How is that comparison? Does that relate?
It's a pretty good one.
It is good, but I'm saying that because he's there, it's drawing people in. Right, and that's what my point is. I'm not saying that
a good shoe is a good shoe, man.
He's the sole responsibility for growth of the company. Pardon me, but it's more that it's drawing people in because they know who he is and they're curious about the product and they're going to try other things that are in the product.
The people that buy Shell Toes and buy Stan Smith,
I know that.
and buy all that shit, they don't even care about Kanye.
Course.
And those are the only shoes that make
that's what,
but I mean,
those
all
are
the people that were following
makers.
Kanye at Nike are probably now following him at Adidas.
That's hard to say.
I think there's a good portion of it.
See, but
are you saying they've abandoned Nike and strictly are shopping with Adidas now?
I haven't.
Exactly.
I still there. But now, you know what happened is that I spend a lot more money on Adidas products.
Because they're killing
Not
it.
because of him.
So you don't.
But partially because it gave me some visibility to it and stuff that I wasn't normally probably interested in.
The only stuff that Kanye directly relates to the Adidas sales are his boosts or his Yeezy boosts.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple pieces of clothing, and that's it.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is that it's just creating more like a traction towards the brand, and I think you want to associate yourself with famous people or other people in
Okay.
the industry that create buzz. So point in case, Jerry Lorenzo from Fear of God, he has his own product that is good, but now he's doing collaborations with Vans. Vans already has its own thing, but bringing those two together have created a product that's
Sick
more valuable
lines, by the
than
way, too.
any
Yeah.
other. Like we're talking, like when was the last time a pair of Vans was worth $600 to $800?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
and you
man.
can't
Look
say
how limited
and
that's
what's-
going to be.
It's very limited, but so are these. But you can't
What's-
say that the brand would have done that on their own.
Yeah. What's
With
good
any
about
of the
that
shoes,
too?
it was a collaboration. It was someone else that with
But-
notoriety and
whoa,
creating
whoa,
a
but
product
now,
and
wait,
driving,
but now
driving
you,
it
but
in.
now you've isolated Kanye's product by itself. You're no longer
Yeah.
talking about it, his contribution to the rest of the brand.
I was just trying to find something that was like having someone famous,
Okay,
create,
so then the
drive
comparison there would have
and
to
awareness,
be
yeah.
the equivalent of will
Not that you
Vans
don't know,
sell
friends.
more T-shirts
Well, I'm not
due to fear of God.
I'm not trying to drive the fact that it's affecting money. I'm trying to fact that it's important to
But
have.
that's
someone
what we're
that has,
talking about.
We're talking
here.
about
That-
the bottom line, and if
And
Kanye,
just
And-
ballpark.
and-
So we've got. So
I'm
we've
sure
got.
it helps. It probably just maybe even creates a different demographic that gets.
I'll
towards
just
your
put it.
brand. I don't know,
The only
but-
reason why I brought this, not the only reason.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons why I brought this up is people that are very pro Kanye Adidas attachment. They're very vocal in saying so, and that when we're talking about final sales figures, I would like to be. I want to think that Kanye's contribution to Adidas doesn't really make an impact. I'm not saying it doesn't make a difference. It
No.
doesn't make an impact on
Yeah.
the final sales figures.
That's
Like-
yeah, I agree.
People say that Kanye's Adidas might draw attention to the brand, doesn't equate.
Equate.
Wow, I just made that word harder.
That's awesome.
It doesn't equate to people spending money on that brand. That's all. Because people
You're not even going to give 1%. 1%.
So we can crunch some numbers. We've got
No, I'm just
15
saying, like, you're saying no or never or
I'll put
nothing,
it this way:
zero.
someone who's
No
never
means zero,
someone,
right?
Someone who's never bought Adidas before in his life now is a Kanye fan. Okay,
Okay,
which Adidases are they buying?
I don't know.
The Boost, the Yeezy Boost. That's it.
Ultra Boost. Why not? Why not NMDs? Why not? I don't understand why you wouldn't. Someone who wears the same Boost technology in that is available in different shoes would not open themselves up to that type of genre.
I'm not saying that they're not going to. I'm just saying the Adidas Boost technology is like it's so current and it's probably one of the best innovations in sneaker technology in a long time since probably Nike Air or whatever. Okay, I'm just saying that. Anyways, I think the Ultra Boost would have done extremely well without Kanye. Can we at least?
What would have the
Man.
Boost
Yeah.
on its own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an expensive
yeah,
shoe.
I think it
It-
probably would have. I was trying to remember when it came out and like kind of where I was at that point. And trying to remember.
2013-ish, 20.
Yeah, Energy Boost was out late 2013.
So
on
Energy
Kanye's
Boost was
side.
first, right?
I think
Energy
so.
Boost was probably the first full Boost midsole.
Yeah.
First exposed
Yeah.
full Boost. But when we're talking about, say, the Nike comparison, Nike Air has been around before they signed Michael Jordan, blah, blah, blah. And that was on a very successful track already. And Nike was able to launch off of Michael, because the first two, so it was even used the Air units. But Nike Air unit, like the Air Maxes and all that shit, like eventually became very, very popular. And a Jordan brand also became concurrently as popular. And I think that is my comparison, as in like Air to Jordan is to Boost is to Kanye. And I think that because the way I want to see it, the trajectory of this is like Nike Air would have been fine even without. Okay, that's fucking hard to say. Not without Jordan.
I'll follow you up. I've got something teed up if you want to finish that thought.
I just want to say that Nike Air, the Air Maxes would have done just fine even without Michael Jordan,
Volleyball,
and Ultra Boost probably would have been fine even without Kanye West. Anyways, what's your thought there, Joe?
Okay. So if Kanye's so influential,
He's not so influential, but he has
so-
influence.
So he has influence.
Okay.
So then he signs in December of 2013.
Okay.
Adidas sales were negative for almost 2 years after
You're
he
not gonna
signed.
have there's growth. Like you're not gonna have instantaneous.
Air Jordan 1 came out. They sold $100 million worth of shoes at $65 a pair in 1985 money.
Whole different type of date, time,
Most worn casually.
season. Like, I won't even listen to that argument because you're looking at apples to oranges.
How do you? We're talking about influence of what people are buying to put on their feet.
I know, but it's a whole different year, a whole different internet, a whole different type of.
So with increased visibility, signing a marquee person with influence, any type of influence, how do you reconcile in your head that it took the company 2 years to have neutral and positive sales off of the back of that?
Wouldn't it just be like any type of business where you will accept loss in the first few years?
As a business person, you're ready to shell out $10 million and experience negative losses on
But he
on
didn't
that
have
money.
anything right away, right?
But you guys, no, I'm not, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but you're using key examples of him wearing Energy Boost, Ultra Boost.
Okay, go back to when he was wearing any Nike shoe, when he wore the Flyknit trainer that's going to be re-released in the white and black. As soon as he wore that,
Nike has had positive sales up until I think.
But I'm just saying,
but were the trainers not
so we're kind of
quote unquote popular before Kanye wore it?
They were at the Olympics. That was when they debuted. But
you still haven't touched on
visibility
got on my question of how you reconcile in your head that this person has influence, any kind of influence whatsoever.
Right there, it's selling out a colorway instantly because he wears it. That's not influence. I'm not saying it's going to change numbers, but that's influence. If you can, sell it.
Fire today,
well, no,
Daddy.
It's true. Like I don't care whether they
Keep
make money for the company.
Yeah,
it's the fact
truth.
that.
That's influence.
When he does something, that's influence.
Yeah.
That's influential.
To wrap this up to what Gino brought up initially, we're trying to tie this into Adidas's banner year, and you guys have done a beautiful job of putting arguments forward that Kanye has influence for that. But in the beginning, he did not, despite influencing people to buy a limited amount of pairs in a certain colorway.
Joe, so this is just one of the 3 things that were listed in the article that Nike is doing. Okay? And let's put this to bed, because we cannot say that he's directly associated with the overall sales.
Yeah, that's exactly
but there's
what I'm saying.
influence. No, we already
And if there is,
we already knew that.
but even on
we
theirs,
agree with that.
I want to separate
even-
the two
but
things
even-
a little bit. That yes, there's influence.
There's
We have
But
to
what is
agree.
influence then? What's the point
The
of it
power
in
for
terms
someone
of a
to
business
let-
if it's not going to make you money? And it didn't their first 2 years of their $10
Dude,
million
an
deal with them.
influencer is someone who changes your mind to buy a product.
And no one did for the first 2 years.
Okay, did Kanye West change anyone's mind into buying Stan Smiths?
Because I already know. Oh, I already
Or
know
Fluxes.
about that. I already know I don't know about that.
I
but
bet you if he put a pair on, it would. Guaranteed.
That's the problem. He hasn't.
He's
At
worn
this
a pair
moment-
of Carhu just recently,
at
and
this
now
moment-
there's the visibility to this brand
and-
that no one
But
knows
he also
about.
wore
And that's-
Vans, and
and-
nobody was going out to buy skate highs.
And that's the argument right now, is that he has not yet made an impact on the final sales figures of Adidas because he hasn't worn the classic silhouettes.
Okay. All right. So let's stop that now. If
But
you guys
is
don't
he?
mind.
Can he actually wear the classic silhouettes? Is he allowed to? Is there
Why
a certain
not?
thing that the
if he
brand?
can wear
not?
Vans, he can wear an original
Yeah.
silhouette.
A lot of Nike
I would be
guys will
curious
go
to know.
back to classic silhouettes
Maybe.
too, right?
We have no idea what he's
I just
talking
want
about. I
to
know.
drop some fast facts, and people I want to say that there's a bit of me that acknowledges he does have a little bit of influence. But
That's all-
even
that's
if
all my
he,
point was,
but
is
even if
that-
he does, it is so infinitesimally small because we have, just using a quick conservative, big inflated ballpark, 15 pairs of Yeezy 350s and 750s in the cabinet over here.
Yeah.
How many pairs of shoes total produced worldwide do you think that accounts for?
Not all of
Including
not a
the
lot.
20 or 30,000
We're talking about
alleged-
fractions of
Not
a
even-
percent.
Like
yeah.
a couple 100,000.
a couple
In
hundred
total,
thousand.
the
So you're
general.
at you're at 12
is fine.
12,000 fine. Okay, but Adidas sold 360 million pairs of shoes last year. So now we are, like Gino says, into a fraction of, and people who are idiots will use the argument that, well, his shoes cost more. Doesn't matter when you're moving 4 or 5 million pairs
Okay.
of shell to.
And most of
but
those are being
but it's
bought
like,
to resell
yes, you
to-
can have that. There may be, but it doesn't even amount to a rounding error for the
But it might be
accounting.
more valuable to have someone famous
Exactly.
on your roster than it is.
And that's the
regardless of
interesting
what they
thing.
do
That's
to
the
it,
interesting
right?
thing is because that's where my ears perked up. Is like, why would Nike let that go?
Yeah.
But they did because he
Yeah.
wanted stupid money. And B, to expand on that, why is Nike still letting their marquee athletes go? Is because it's not business. It's not making the money anymore.
That's the thing, is that the second article says, I mean, the second point of the article says that in this day and age, what sells product nowadays is less on sports and more on lifestyle.
I agree with that too.
And the fact of the matter is they're focusing more on these, premium Jordans that are, that are not marketed
Lifestyle.
to anyone. And
That's
it's using a lot of their resources when they could be doing something else. Here's another thing too. Second point of it, or third point, was that they are knocking, and we've talked about this. We've been calling this all year, guys. The fact that they are producing mass quantities of these Jordan shoes at alarming rates, while Adidas is kept on limiting the supply, as you may, right?
Yep.
They said
that's a total business.
that's the one detriment.
strategy
They
move.
said, I don't know if that's going to work.
No, and
not
Nike's
forever.
already declared their last little bump in share price before this. Well, we got a good topic with them reaching out to Amazon. Nike's now paring down almost all of their mom and pop accounts, and now looking into Amazon. So that actually bumped share prices, despite the fact that people thought that was going to be the end of Nike. Like, you're going to the discount area.
No,
basically.
they're limiting the style
But
that's
yes,
going to Amazon,
before
which is
that,
very important.
before that announcement, there was another announcement that gave their share price a bump, that they are going to cut, like, they're cutting, I think it was like, what is it, 4% of employees, like tens of thousands of employees are being laid off because they're paring down and condensing. 25% less shoes, basically, is what they're really are cutting down as well. So they're gonna condense and unify, or whatever you want to call it, reorganize from within at a lesser rate. So that's like, we might be in the end of, we'll see how this holiday season goes with the 11s and what type of amounts they
Yeah,
release.
but 11s are going to sell no
I know.
matter what,
But
right?
it may be indicative. Maybe they want to start that fire again, where it's going to be camp
So-
out season, by saying not 700,000 Kanye anymore. It's
does
going to
that
be
mean-
200,000.
I was going to say
Yeah. 0.5 Space Jams. Yeah.
I wanted to say one other thing about the Kanye thing real quick, saying that if you're bringing someone that's very famous to your roster, that it will also attract other people within the influencers or musicians or stuff that are of that nature, that see one person there
That's fair.
also gravitating towards it, which also opens up a demographic of people that you may be influencing, right? So
yeah, but that's you
whether
can't
it-
measure that
whether-
with dollars and
No,
no,
we
and-
never.
and
But
it's like
And that's the
how do
entire-
you
that's
how
the
do you
entire thing we're
how do
talking
you
about.
equate marketing
Promo codes.
to well, besides but that's not the only way that you
Retweets.
No,
do
that is
marketing.
one of the only ways to track it, is what I'm
But
getting at.
yeah, but that's not the only way you do marketing.
No.
Is promo codes, right? So I'm saying there's other ways of marketing as well, and that's one way of doing it.
The thing is, like, the entire scope of this conversation was, does Kanye affect the bottom line of Adidas's growth? And I think that all of us had we all got points. It's just that whether or not that equates to dollars and cents, that's the biggest issue. It's like, I think that Kanye West absolutely brings something to the sneaker world in Adidas's relevancy. Okay, now Adidas has been more relevant than since like the 70s and 80s. Okay,
I think 10 or 15 years, they said.
yeah,
But,
they've been more relevant than they've ever been before. But does that mean that is what's selling the classic silhouettes that actually is making the money? What is the cause of this quote unquote boom in the classic silhouettes?
If any
we can't.
Adidas is trendy, then maybe you go and
and
buy
it's-
the other ones. Right?
That's
Well,
the
it's-
only. That's the only thing that we can't come to a conclusion on.
can't,
Why
yeah,
are
it's-
all these people?
all
Most of
Pharrell.
these kids.
yeah, dude, Pharrell's
Fuck, we didn't even talk about Pharrell. I think Pharrell has more influence on the actual
might, yeah.
dollars and
he's
cents than
moved more
Kanye.
units.
Yeah,
he's
but-
moved more units.
Yes, I think he actually makes.
And we'll see.
And
But
now
that's
he's branched
part-
out to
but
way
that's
more.
part of
yeah.
the influence, though.
The th-
So you have a
Pharrell's been
rapper.
tight with
You have
Adidas.
a rapper that's doing like hip hop
And he's into fashion.
yeah, like
So
I think
that's
Pharrell.
debatable.
BBC and
Oh, come on, Pharrell's dope. man.
BBC
He can do everything,
ice cream.
and he
Yeah.
doesn't
Wait, you're
age.
not a Pharrell fan?
Yeah, I'm a Pharrell fan.
Yeah.
NERD is still.
Oh
on my
yeah,
NERD is the
attaboy,
shit. Oh,
attaboy.
nice.
But the thing
Filipino
is
guy there.
that
It's his best friend.
does he
too.
wear sandals?
No, he's
Who? What?
the Filipino guy in
Racist,
NERD.
I
What's his
ignore those
name?
comments.
Chad Hugo.
Chad?
Chad. Yeah.
Hugo.
So
Doesn't matter.
No, but
Anyways,
you're
Don't
looking
even
good
say
with
it.
that Blue Jays hat, though.
I think that's all the time we got for
Win streak number 1.
So what I was
That's a
gonna,
big
what I
baller
was
moment.
trying to do was agree with your point that I give more credit to the fact that there has been a cut and dried drastic shift into the streetwear and casual market, which Adidas has capitalized on.
Yeah.
What we will see is, like Jay was saying, with the mosquito-like attractiveness to these other artists
a
and
bloodsucker?
influencers, we'll see if and when and how long it takes to get played out. Because Nike, to their credit, acknowledges the fact that they're going to stay in their lane, and they've done little drips and drops of some cool shit like the commuter and all of this stuff that is kind of with the Nike Lab series, and they're doing little test runs,
Experimentations
exactly,
and
little
stuff.
floaters out there to see where they can go. But for the most part, they've retracted. That's the word I meant to use before. They've retracted back into their lane, as far as I can tell, and they are condensing, gathering their soldiers again to brace themselves. And the thing is that even with the article like that saying that Adidas is pressing new ground to overtake Jordan, Jordan had a banner year last year. Nike did 2 years before that or whatever, in 2015, before they experienced their first negative sales quarter in like a decade or whatever it was. So it's like, yep, you get to use that those quick hot takes like Adidas might overtake Jordan, but you really have to go look at the numbers and realize that Nike's still the king. Jordan's still ahead of Adidas entirely. The flip side of that is that Jordan brand is still currently ahead of all of Adidas. For now.
When you a Jordan 11, is that a Nike or is that a Jordan brand shoe?
Jordan.
as of right now, it's Jordan.
It's Jordan. So
Every Jordan is a Jordan brand. Right now.
Which always intrigued me is because I understood, like in 2000, when Nike let Jordan loose as his own brand, and if you guys remember how that shitty Jordan, well, the Calabasas line, the Calabasas font?
No.
Okay. You've never seen the sweats that What's Her Nuts was wearing? It's like this weird it's got an italic to it, and there's like a line cut out through it. The Jordan.
Sorry, I can't help you with this
Okay.
one.
Anyways, the Jordan brand font, basically, of the early 2000s, was almost identical to that. That's just an interesting side note. But in 2000, when they split up to differentiate, I always wondered, why the hell would they take away the Nike Air branding, the OG shit? Because Jordan's getting paid anyways. Like, why give the people what they want? No one wants the Jumpman on the heel tabs anymore. Give them fucking Nike Air.
Yeah.
Sometimes
people
it's
want it.
timing, right? Like sometimes you have the right timing and the products just do better, right?
Like if
AMC Eagle.
if you've ever
car truck.
if you're ever into this kind of
Sport
shit,
utility.
then
You might have dated yourself.
I know for a fact that Tinker Hatfield,
Tinker Hatfield.
he was very adamant on disassociating the Nike Air branding on all the silhouettes that he developed. He wanted Jumpman all the time.
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
know.
want Nike swoosh on it at all. He wanted Jumpman everything. And he wanted to not disassociate, but he wanted the entities to be very separate. And I can see why, because who came up with the Jumpman actual silhouette?
it was
Here we go.
an army guy, I think.
Okay.
It was
What?
like a pilot.
No, the logo?
Yeah, the logo.
The logo was the
Is
the
a silhouette off of a photo,
the
right?
photoreal 29s are of the photo that he took. But the interesting thing there is there was a lawsuit because coming off of the Olympics, I think it was in like 1980, early 84, a photographer shooting Mike wearing Converse asked him to do a similar pose, so that predates the Jordan logo, and so there were lawsuits to try and
really?
say that this photographer had rights, and that ipso facto that Converse was involved in that as well.
Can you imagine if that photographer got some of that Jordan money? That'd be nuts.
Well, or like the Nike logo lady who in Shoe Dog only got peanuts basically to make the swoosh for them, and now it's fucking 30 billion a
Have
year.
you read that book?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
that was good stuff.
Guys, do you mind if I throw one out there too?
Yeah.
What do you think about this statement that, first of all, Nike or Jordan heads are snobbish?
All sneakerheads are, but yes, go ahead.
The reason why is because we all know that Nike and Jordan has a whole rich culture.
Yep.
We talked about the swooshes versus the OG branding, right? So if they release a shoe that has not the same branding as the OG, there's going to be people that are like, oh, that's not the real thing, And so they'll actually make fun of people like, yeah, that's not the real OG. That's not the real breads, blah, 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 right? So it has an effect on the overall visibility of that shoe, right? And the fact is that they're only concentrating in like, okay, we're gonna make a cement with a Nike branding, and then next couple years we're gonna make a cement that has a Jumpman branding, right? So now it's like, oh, you know what? It's different materials. They're mixing it up. They're changing everything. So I'm gonna throw this one. So everyone's like, okay, the new Flyknit Jordan 1s. See, there you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that this is new technology, right? They're not developing anything different, but it's different. And yet you're making fun of it because it's not true OG.
Yeah, no.
The problem is
the flying it to like that's a different comparison because that's the different material you use. And yes, to your point, people are and were elitist when they switched to Jumpman logo. People on like Nike Talk and the old ISS forum days, people were quick to be elitist and say, "Well, I still got my '99 retros. I don't need to get these ones with the Jumpman on them." I still
that
have
attitude is not present in the Adidas movement nowadays.
Because there's nothing retro.
Yeah, I know.
There's no retro
but I'm
in
just
the
saying
Adidas
that.
lineup.
I'm just saying that. So
No, and
there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
though,
but Nike
right?
or Adidas is also in like business lingo. They're also the small fish in the pond, so they can move around a little quicker, and that means they're going to stay a little tighter.
That's what I'm
knit.
trying to say.
I like the community of Adidas. That's why we love Paul.
That's what I'm trying to say is that because they're so
love Paul, we love Adidas.
entrenched in history, it's hard to move around that history because there's a cult following with each one,
Yeah,
right?
they're a cult. I mean, there are good documentaries on the cult people of Adidas who have the OG white and blue boxes in the thousands in storage rooms, and you're bringing out shoes that never even
We're
made
talking
it out
about
of Germany.
Adidas is such a heritage brand.
Yeah.
It's been around forever. And there are people that have like 80-year-old shoes that are just falling apart, and like those are the actual Adidas heads out there.
Yeah, those are
right?
dope.
Not fucking
Boost heads. We're gonna need to see 5 more years of Boost before I.
it doesn't. It
Did you
hasn't
say that
proven
we're gonna
itself
only
yet.
see 3 more years of Boost, and
It
then
still might be, man. Like, look at the Boost sit nowadays, right?
See Vapor Max, baby.
Like, let's just say if I were to tell you, hey, this triple white Ultra Boost, the 3.0, I'll sell it to you for $400. Would you buy it?
Triple White Ultra Boost $400. What version?
3.0?
Right now, the current one.
No.
What if I told you this V1 back in the day, $400? Would you at least think about it?
Think about it, but probably not because there's so many. I can go with a version 3. And
I mean, like back in the day.
yeah,
Exactly.
Think about it,
So
yeah.
we're talking about like 100% resale drop.
And there's
And
elitist
that's a
people out there.
big
Like, I
drop.
think did you mean to nuke his comment about the elitist nature? Because there are people out there who still have dead stock version 1 Ultra Boost that don't fuck with the 3.0 and talk shit about the people who do.
I know. Those lines.
To be fair,
right?
the 3.0s are not nearly as nice as the older
But
stuff.
I mean,
The lines are actually not that bad on the 3s.
Parley's, baby.
Parleys are dope.
Parley's, baby.
Okay, that's enough of this
Cool,
Adidas
cool.
thing. Yeah. And at the end of the day,
That was a good
it-
discussion, though. That was dope.
yeah, I threw out the entire schedule off now.
Sorry.
I'm
But
bleaching
no
my
problem.
anus.
I like-
Coral bleaching. Sorry.
Let's just get into one news item, and it's also about Kanye. What do you guys? What do you guys think about the tangentially? What do you guys think about the Nike Flyknit trainers being reintroduced back into the lineup?
Yes.
You know what? I'm excited.
Finally.
I don't know a lot about this shoe.
Hey, guess what? I'm
Seriously.
gonna get the OG white ones, and it's not because of Kanye. And I don't like people
Because
who
of Kim.
Say,
That's
I don't
the
like
only thing
people
that
who
I
say
had.
yayness.
That's the only thing
Fuck
I.
off.
That's the only thing I know about these shoes. Is that
Really?
they-
Is
yeah,
the
I
yayness?
swear to
Really?
God.
Well,
I
I'll
bought
get
them
them first
before that.
before you do, and then you can get your swag up.
No, that's why it's your responsibility, gentlemen, to
Is
know,
it one of the first flying?
educate
Is
me.
it for
One first line
It was
is
the
right,
first
yeah.
line. Yeah.
Remember,
I had the black and white.
We've
when
had
it
this
came out.
Did you
discussion.
have the white and black though?
Yes, I had the white and black, and I sold the white and black ones, and then I sold them
Did you get good
when
money?
I started getting. Yeah, like they were used, and I sold them for like $350.
because of
But-
Kanye.
No, not because of that. It's
You
just
sold
that
it because of
I
Kanye.
started getting back into buying sneakers, and then I needed some money, so I sold
Yeah.
those, and I was like, wow, this is gonna be fucking easy.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't.
Nah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's when you got the
But I
just
still have
dawns,
a pair.
right?
I still have a pair of the Sprite OG
yeah.
ones.
But like we're talking about a shoe that came out years and years ago, and it would discontinue very quickly.
Yeah,
right?
that was
And that's the
Grand opening, grand closing.
yeah.
and like I always wonder, like, is there some sort of like a flaw in this shoe? Is
Yeah.
it like kind of not ready for mass marketing? Like, and then they kind of pulled the switch.
I think they brought out the racer at the same time. 'Cause
More or
there
less,
was,
yeah.
there was the trainer and the racer for the Olympics.
And what I was thinking is, we've saw this coming a mile away. Like we've been talking about this like 6 months ago about how the trainer's going to come back. It's going to come back. And then once we saw the Golden State Warriors
Yeah.
when they got their special pair, I'm like, it's it. This is locked down.
legit.
We're going to get general.
It's
releases
over.
soon. It's over. And then it was very out of nowhere. They just released 4 colorways coming out, and of course the very popular black with white, and then the white with black, and then 2 other colors.
I had a,
Sunset.
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 I had a buddy just recently.
Congratulations.
Thanks, huh?
My first buddy. No, actually, a month ago, he traded his units
Fuck off.
for brand new Vapor Maxes.
Okay.
Okay.
So?
He got
Used?
he got the Vapor Maxes brand new.
Were the Flyknits
and
used?
yes,
How used?
I would say like an 8.5, 10.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're talking about $250 worth of.
I'm just saying that
Okay.
it's crazy because
Maybe he
he
didn't-
didn't know. I feel bad because he didn't know that it was gonna come back. And
Oh, so he undervalued his, or over.
Maybe he didn't give a shit.
You mean the Vapor Max guy? You felt bad for trading?
yeah, because he
Okay.
yeah, the Vapor Maxes are more big, especially if they're gonna come out again.
I don't know. What if these?
It's tough to look at. I mean,
What if
depends-
these trainers are like impossible to get, even though they're releasing them?
You think they're gonna be the way that
Let's just say
the way Nike's releasing nowadays? You think that's gonna be?
Let's just say I don't have much faith in my copying ability on Nike.ca anymore.
yeah.
They've been having some issues with some releases.
Still don't have sneakers.
It's soon.
When is that? Yeah, I thought
Called
that
it.
was still coming out. Who knows?
Anytime now, it's summer, right? So I don't know. Like
At
I just want to
most,
get to
really
this real
not
quick.
saying.
It's just we're all gonna get this thing, right?
I don't know a lot about it.
I
Let me
would
do
like
some
it,
research
yeah.
on it. Let me do some research.
I really
on it.
like those. I like them better than racers,
A
actually.
little wide.
Yeah, me too.
A little bit
I got a
wider.
wide
They're
feet.
They're more
so-
Nice.
comfier than the.
I've never
racers.
stepped into a wait, no, I had the multicolored.
My
They're a
buddy
little
swears
more.
by it.
They're a little more rigid.
Yeah?
Too. Yeah. The racers are
They
a
look
bit
better.
more knitty. Kind
I think they
of
look better.
softer.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Oh yeah, I was
Wahlberg.
chiming in about the Flyknits. Nike.
Are we gonna get them? That's what Eugene was asking.
I think that's a
I'm getting
consensus.
them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. They're too
But
nice.
this is right in Nike's wheelhouse. Started out as an ultra performance model, got thrown back into the vault. Now they can retro that fucker in perpetuity, and it will feed their bottom line, which is like we'll see how Ultra Boost holds up.
if you're the release guy, I don't.
Dave, the release guy for
The
Nike,
dude
yeah.
that decides like how much.
the wizard.
Yeah. How much would you release on this to make sure in the long run to take care of your brand?
You want like a real number?
I don't know. Like, would you do like?
Yeezy numbers, 10 to 20,000 of each colorway.
I'd buy
Of
one.
these particular ones?
Yeah,
So
of
they're
any of them,
limited.
of
They're
all of
somewhat
them.
limited, right?
I probably
Like cream
would.
numbers or
Like
is-
10 to 20,000 pairs.
10 to 20.
That'd be just a ballpark of each colorway. Some are going to
You would
sell.
never get a pair.
Yeah, you won't be able to.
Never.
So then bump it. I mean, Nike's got the good metrics. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll see what they got. What do you got? We got some Q&A.
Let's do some Q&A. It's been a while, so I quickly reached out there to see if anyone wanted to
Reach
ask
around.
us. Yeah, reach around. Well, anyone wanted to ask us some questions. So we got a few on Twitter and we got a few on Instagram. We'll just hit the Twitter first, okay? The first one from, let's see, Florenzi's Hair. Nice. I guess it's a soccer or football thing. What is the best summer shoe? Flyknit trainers or racers?
Jordan 1 Shadows.
No.
You always think his answer.
It's an all year round shoe.
Best summer shoe.
Best summer shoe, like fucking Birkenstock.
Big baller slides.
Big baller slides. Are you saying like what's in my rotation right now, or just in
No,
general?
just
that I
like
would
what's the summer shoe that you encourage people to try
encourage
because
to try.
of the weather?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. Skip.
Okay,
Your
Pierre.
turn, Pierre. I don't know.
Anything that shows my ankles.
Top 3 summer shoe. Why? Because they're broken from kids?
Wait till this Saturday, fool.
We're on the same team.
That you'll see. You'll be like, oh shoot, I broke my ankle.
Flyknits. Something
Yeah,
Flyknit.
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 racers,
They are
Flyknit
crazy
racers,
breathable.
yeah.
The only problem with Boost is Ultra Boost is they're not as breathable as the Nike Flyknit.
If you have the
one
balls
chance.
to rock your Yeezys, yeah, I think the Yeezys are summer shoes too. Creams, in my opinion, are summer shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good on you.
yeah.
I had no comment.
Hey, we got a very relevant question here. Who's winning the HSC basketball tournament? Who's winning? Oh, but for people listening, on this Sunday, the 9th, there's going to be Hype Soul Cartels holding
Their anniversary. It's
Yeah,
their
the 1 year anniversary
dude.
meetup. They're going to be holding some basketball tournament, and we've been invited. The Sneakerphiles podcast. It's going to be one of the teams. There's another team with Hype Soul Cartel themselves. It's just 2 guys. I don't know how they're going to do this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're going to be wrangling
There's
some
like
rings.
Foot Locker.
And Foot Locker, I hear they're the heavy hitters. They're going to be the heavy favorites of this
Yep.
tournament. And, of course, Vancouver Sneakerheads Group, VSG of Facebook. They're also going to be represented there. So 4 teams altogether.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a 2-game point.
This is an
based
awesome
system.
event because it brings out all the local community groups that are pretty dominant in our community.
Local sneaker
In my
scene.
opinion,
Yeah. And it's like heavily sneaker related.
Yeah.
kind of
Is there going to
groups
be
too,
people watching, or is there
Right? Yeah,
just
the people
us?
that aren't playing.
Why are you so sad when you ask?
No,
that?
I was just asking. Is it gonna be
Yeah.
like
Apparently there's
selling
like
tickets
kids.
to our-
Apparently there's
to
like
an
kids,
embarrassing match
like
or what?
kids and stuff. People's kids are coming to watch.
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
So like families and shit. Okay, fair enough.
So it's just a fun event for everyone. I'm gonna be limiting myself with the fucking minutes that we're gonna be playing.
Oh, you and me
Obviously.
both.
Yeah, okay, we'll take turns not playing.
Are we allowed to like tag team back in whenever we want?
Tag team.
Yeah,
back again.
we're gonna need to get the rules sorted out, like
Yeah.
so, running
So,
time and then
Because every time I'm
going
gonna run down the
Subs
court,
on
I'm gonna
offense.
tag. I'm gonna tag out.
Sub on offense.
Wrestling style.
Urban rec rules.
Yeah.
I'll just stick
Urban
my
rec
hand
rules are
out. You
good.
just tag me
Yeah.
in.
We
I have
can
a-
chat about those.
I have a thing for my kids is that 10 minute and then a half we sub
Okay,
and then fourth
Sorry, what?
period. Yeah.
At what time?
10 minutes.
No, sorry, 10 minute and then when you half it, you sub off like full line change.
talking about shower time.
Okay,
No,
that's
no,
fine. No,
for-
but we're gonna narrow that time in because
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
have a
we
lot of
don't.
gym time for 6 games or whatever we're supposed to play.
But whatever the case,
How long
I'm
was-
just there to have some fun.
gonna I heard we got great.
jerseys. Is that true?
Brrrah!
Yeah, Joe's
Some of
wearing
us
it right
did.
now.
I heard we got like dope ass jerseys.
That's gonna be a reveal.
Reveal.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah?
be a reveal.
I think we can give,
no
we
taste.
can give a sneak peek type stuff.
Maybe through social media.
This is technically social media.
Well, go ahead. Do whatever you need to do.
make sure it's something clearable.
You think so?
Just play less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but
It's one of those events where Hypesville Cartel has always been about sneaker community,
Dope
not
guys.
always, not always, but like very rarely about the money aspect of sneakers in general. And it's just great that we can finally have a meeting of these 4 groups, the 4 points
Yeah.
of the sneaker world.
The fact that we're
Vancouver.
included in these 4 is pretty baller, in my opinion.
I think they just wanted someone to be better than at this tournament.
Wow.
I don't have high hopes for us, but we do. I did find a couple of very very good players for our team because we were a couple short, and I did want a full bench, right?
Yeah.
So I think, man, we're gonna be all. The biggest problem is what shoes are we gonna wear?
We all
Are we
know
gonna go
already.
for? Are we gonna be stylish?
Well,
or are we gonna go?
We're gonna
for,
go. We're all gonna do the team.
Yeah.
One we talked about,
Yeah. I
and
think we
then
have-
I think we should each come up with our own backup.
the actual on-court shoe.
We
not
have
just
our
for photos.
on-court shoe, but no, I'll wear those for on-court.
I was thinking about it too, but which year of those though?
Well, I only have one, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll wear the other
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Okay,
But then I'm gonna wear. So I'll bring up because I don't know how. it'll be.
I don't want to hurt I have a feeling I'm going to be crazy sore on Monday. Though.
I haven't heard Joe chime in on what we're doing yet.
Joe's trying to.
Whatever Joe
He's
does, I
watching
think.
a movie now. He's bored.
We got this. We got
Oh,
this.
dude, that's a dead giveaway.
what? Some people don't know.
I bet half of the people listening haven't even.
Spoiler alert
Seen
already.
this
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
But I think yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's all it is. I'm there to have fun. Guys.
Shoot the J. Shoot the J.
Corner 3.
And
What are you gonna wear? What are you
I'm bringing it out
Sweats.
day of.
And
GTD?
Yeah.
the same person that asked about it, Jashan, at JT240824 on Twitter, also asked thoughts on the Supreme LV thingy going on.
Too rich for my blood.
It's not really a sneaker thing, but there are sneakers involved.
The all white ones are pretty
Clean.
clean.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get them. We're not. None of us gonna get them.
If anything that I get the trunk.
That actually seems like a
like
bargain.
$60,000.
Almost seems like a
$90,000.
bounce, dude. That I can just look at that and like, oh shit, that's cruel.
As you lose your
into
girlfriend, your dog,
How much
your
is it?
car.
How
Like
much?
80 grand or something like that.
Yeah, it's tens of thousands of
Yeah,
dollars.
it's
80 or there's tens.
There's
No,
one
I
that's
think
only
like
a few
40 or
thousand
50
bucks.
grand.
67 or 60,
Yo, that's-
60,000 US.
That's a Hyundai.
Yeah, we're talking about
Well, you
LV
haven't-
though.
Yeah.
Louis
What?
Vuitton. And
I didn't know it was
all
that
their,
much.
all of their stuff is
You
really,
don't
really
know.
Like a trunk is worth $40. Like a box. Is
Not
worth
an LV one made in Paris.
An LV
like-
trunk probably starts at 10.
Oh
And
god.
because it's collab.
And because it's cold. Oh god.
That's the thing,
like
man.
anything
People,
that you're buying.
people that are Supreme heads or
Yeah.
collectors, now they're stepping into the world of buying Louis
Luxury.
Vuitton.
Yeah.
Well, like
And
the
they're not
box
used to
logo,
it.
the box logo T-shirt was what, like
It's around
$1,000.
$300.
what's that?
Wait.
$300 to $400.
3 to 4.
The
retail.
box, just a T-shirt. I
Yeah.
thought it was like 1,000. No,
That's the
It's resale.
hoodie. The hoodie's around 1,000, and
Oh,
the jackets
all
are
that
like 5,000.
I'm good with my anti-social.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
when
man,
you get it.
it's just.
That's okay.
If you get it.
It'll be
Go
winter.
back.
But
Go back.
Vancouver is lucky enough to have a pop-up shop with this collab, but there's already a lineup right now.
Was there a pop-up shop yesterday?
Is it releasing tomorrow?
It's releasing
For-
next week, so we're 8 days away. Next Thursday.
For
Jesus.
Supreme?
Supreme drops are Thursdays, right? Today's
Yeah.
Wednesday, so they drop next Thursday. So we're 8 days out, and there's a lineup.
Here.
I'll be downtown
In Vancouver.
tomorrow.
At
I'll
Louis
check it out.
Vuitton.
It's not at Louis
They
Vuitton.
make
It's
fun
like
of
it's a
Separate-
separate
separate
pop-up
location.
location.
You had
But
pre-order
near, it's
to
on
it, right?
Burrard.
Oh,
I
Sorry.
might be getting some
wow.
if I'm lucky, but it's too expensive, man. Like we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a regular cotton T-shirt. It's going to be worth thousands. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like I don't know if these Supreme people that line up just so that they can save money on the resale
Yo.
will be able to afford these.
I saw this one guy on YouTube. I forgot what his name was, but he's making like do-it-yourself Supreme
Nice.
dad hats.
I like that.
Have you- yeah, I think
Is
he's
it
the guy with the
that made like
afro.
Gucci slides and shit?
Yes, yes, with the tape,
With the duct tape.
with the duct tape. This guy is dope. I forgot what his name. We gotta link him, but he was funny.
We should do that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for that question. Let's move on to Instagram. So,
Both.
Alster 1978 asks, "Will there be a burst in the sneaker bubble market, or does it continually grow?" Well,
It'll
that's
continually grow.
That's tough.
It'll continue.
It'll grow, but at the same time, the more they make, the less will sell out. You know what I mean?
Ebb and flow.
So the population keeps getting bigger. People need shoes. So of course,
It'll
it's
be
going
something
to grow,
different.
but maybe it might not grow exponentially. Is that fair? What do you guys think? Are we on the verge of a bubble burst in the sneaker community?
No, man.
No.
No.
People are spending more on sneakers than ever before, right?
Yeah.
It's probably all those influencers.
The one.
Yeah.
All of them.
We're talking about Pharrell, right?
Yeah, totally.
Wow, guys.
King Push.
So what do you guys think? Like, are we nowhere near to the bubble burst stage
No.
of the sneaker world?
Just look at Christmas.
Is
Like,
it going to keep growing though, or is
Yeah.
it going to be stagnant for a little while?
It's gonna keep growing, man. Like just the demand and everyone, these new cats
Okay,
figuring all these new technology out.
so we good with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Alster 1978. Thanks again.
Thanks for your support,
support.
dude. Like seriously, this guy's day one.
Yeah, man.
Day one homies.
So next question from Instagram, we got Dope Man 35.
I like this guy already.
Sounds familiar.
He sounds like he's from Houston.
What?
No,
Okay,
just
anyway.
like trap music, you know.
Thoughts on VaporMax? Do you guys own them? And if so, are they more comfortable than the Ultra Boost? So we're comparing VaporMax to Ultra Boost again. What do you guys think of the VaporMax
I don't
in
have a
general?
pair.
Don't own, but I strapped on.
Hot. Anyways, I tried them on. What I've heard is the break-in time for these things are a lot longer than say a Boost, which is basically ready at maximum comfort the second you step into them. VaporMax takes a few wears for them to kind of break in, but I hear VaporMax gets more comfortable as you wear them,
I see.
whereas an Ultra Boost gets less comfortable
They're
as
very
you wear them.
rigid at first, right?
They're stiff,
Yeah.
because they are for maximum support, whereas an Ultra Boost are maximum comfort. Boost. There's very big differentiating factors between why you should own each of these shoes.
Why is it?
Both are running shoes, right?
Support and comfort.
What are their intended purposes?
Would you like
The same thing?
here? I'll give
Technically,
you.
they're running shoes.
I got a real life situation like Eugene does. Would you like a bra that supports you, or is comfortable but sags?
Yeah, which one would you wear, Jason?
go.
Sure.
I'm not saying that you have breasts.
I'd wear both.
Sports
So I
bras
get
are
both
sexy.
things.
Yeah,
Ricky
they-
C's.
Yeah, dude. You know, best scene with a sports bra is love in basketball, in my opinion.
How the fuck does he know this stuff?
Dude, it's
The
Freeze
guy
frame
that goes to the
memories.
AVNs, you're not sure of how he like. He's got Mr.
But it's
Skin
a-
on his phone.
Michael
right now.
But
Bublé,
it's
homie.
very very specific criteria. That
You
You
he's
got
got-
one scene
it's
at
got
1 hour
Bublé.
15.
Yeah,
I'm the king of useless information.
Wow.
That's
I'll
all
let
he's.
I'll let
He's
you
got
have
all
that
the
title.
OG shoe knowledge.
Yeah.
And you got the old school porn knowledge.
I'll relate to
Next
the other
question.
people.
Carry on. Let's go.
Yeah, they're two different shoes. You can't compare them. They're for different purposes. Maddie HW14, we already talked about this. Thoughts on the white fly knit trainer? I love them. Gonna try
Yep.
and get them.
Thumbs up.
The uncle. Anyone copying the new low-level racers based off the what's it? Mariah's?
The Mariahs.
well, I mean, there's a duelist racer there too.
Yeah, oh yeah, that thing. What do you think of that?
That's pretty low
I
rent.
don't like it.
It's for me. It's
way you said
is
that is
trainer
like disgust.
racers and then Mariah and then this thing.
And
I
then
like
there's
the- I like
also
the
a dual
Mariah.
tone.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
dual tone,
duelist.
yeah.
There's a dual tone that looks like it's going to pick up the slack of the Flyknit racer, but Mariah. You
So
know.
much for them.
We're gonna miss those
reducing
racers like we
their,
missed the trainer in a couple
yeah.
of months, man. We're gonna start missing those racers more and more.
Yeah.
What is the most? Oh, okay. Funder.
That guy's awesome.
What's the most versatile sneaker in your collection? That's a great question. What's the most versatile?
Right now?
Yeah, the one that you can wear to any occasion or
Ultra Boost and Jordan 1. Those two rotation
those are
right there.
very
Bam.
different silhouettes. Okay,
They do two
they do
different
90% of all your
of
dailies.
everything. Yeah, I should just get rid of everything and just own those two pairs of shoes.
How
in
about you,
every
Joe?
color.
I want to hear Joe's answer.
I've actually dressed up the
Monarchs, of course.
I love Monarchs.
Congor.
Why? Who sounds like that? Why? Why do people have to sound like that? Own
Yeah, I
Monarchs?
I'm Joe. I love Monarchs.
What?
Monarch.
Okie dokie.
Anyways, come on, let's get this thing on, man. I want to get my
Well,
Whopper
don't
on.
fuck around then.
Wappa.
Yeah, the Puma
want a Whopper
Clyde.
now.
Whoa, yes.
Wait, the staple version of the Puma Clyde. I've actually dressed that bitch up.
Puma
Nice button
sweets
up.
for me.
Yeah.
That's the
He
all
likes the
around
Puma
go
suede.
to
Puma suede.
everything.
No, I'm just
sweet.
saying recently.
That's your that's
Versatile.
What was it? The most versatile.
Versatile.
Of late.
You can wear it to most occasions.
Yeah.
All right.
How about you, P?
I'm gonna go with my
Fucking
no.
Yeezys, right?
No, I'm
Cream.
Ultra Boost.
No,
Oh, wait, let's
I don't
guess.
even
Let's
know.
all
Let's hear
get
it.
one guess. I'm gonna guess Ultra Boost. What
Gonna.
about
No,
you?
you won't guess this.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Do you own a pair of like Sperry topsiders or deck shoes or something like that?
No, I don't.
Nice.
I love those though.
Is it a Jordan?
Yeah, it is a Jordan.
Okay, guess. It's a Jordan.
Maybe
Probably your
Jordan
11s.
No, it's my can I say now?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's my 1.5, the Chicago's. It's the closest I'm gonna get
Oh,
to
okay.
a Chicago. It's
Never
For
say
now,
never,
for
my
now.
friend.
3 years.
I know,
Yeah, man.
I know, but I'm
You
gonna
got
have to
money?
drop another
Three years.
450.
Get anything you
Dude,
want.
I just
That
dropped
5-year
450 on
window.
Atmoses, man. I'm so sad. I'm happy
Just?
with
That was like 2 months ago. You still recovering?
The thing is that those
Fuck, get
Jordan
your money
1.
on
that.
straight.
The Jordan 1.5s are actually in the back of my mind. For
Yeah,
a
the
pickup.
garbage.
Yeah.
It's a
Garbage.
PE.
Don't say
It's
that
a
they're
PE.
garbage. Don't say
It is
Five
a player
garbage.
edition.
They're not
What
a one
color?
word two. I hate them.
Breds?
No, the Chicago's. I think.
Oh, the
The
Chicago's.
Chicago's are.
Yeah.
I
I
do
wore
have
those.
both.
Huh?
The 1.5s in both.
You
'Cause
did?
I was gonna
You had the,
cut
the
them off because I
Royals?
didn't know if I could get the shoes.
Yeah.
So I was gonna.
Well, he was
cut
gonna
the
make your
shoes off
versatile.
and
I
make
saw-
them into
Oh, mine?
that.
Dude, I saw you got hooked up with
So-
like Boost soles by.
I don't know what
Whoa.
you're talking about.
Oh
No.
no!
Those were big baller soles that he's gonna
Nice.
deconstruct.
Deconstruct.
I thought that was really nice. Whatever that was.
Gino, how about Gino tells us his versatile shoe?
My
What is
most
it?
versatile shoe, the one that I can wear.
It's the one that
the
you leave in the
most,
box at home.
Honestly, I don't have too many of these, but the ones I do have, I absolutely love wearing. If I can't find the between classic and modern and this, and that would be my Chuck Taylor 2s.
Oh.
That's
yeah,
my
I
most
probably
versatile.
could have
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, I could have said that too. I
don't-
wore mine
you
at the
don't-
club.
I have one for every
You got
occasion.
Chuck 2s?
Yeah, man.
Well,
No,
should
wait,
wear
wait.
them.
What
Chuck
are
Tea Party.
Chuck ones and Chuck 2s?
Chuck 2s have the lunar lawn inside.
No, then Chuck ones.
Chuck ones are unwearable now that I've worn the Chuck 2s.
Torture.
Like,
Really? So it makes a huge difference.
Oh, dude,
it's night and
God.
day, dude.
Does
Makes
it?
a bigger
Is it the
difference,
same kind of silhouette though? Like
Yep.
with the.
It looks almost the same, except for
No midsole stripe. And
No colored
the
stitching.
the
but the
ankle badges.
shape of the shoe is
It's the same.
It's the same.
Really?
Except you
You
can
need a
actually
pair.
wear them.
You have
You
to
can
get a
climb
pair.
stairs.
Okay.
I've been finding that
Okay,
they're a little
done.
bit tighter than the original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Better.
This-
A better
Microfiber
fit.
liner. Yeah.
It
A
has
little
a-
bit
yeah.
tighter.
So
Good call.
Chuck 2s for me.
Tight.
Good call.
And those are gonna be cheap too.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They're not
Discount.
expensive, yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So next on Instagram, we got Brookie Dude.
Oh, that,
What up, Brookadoo?
that girl's my fave.
So I've been talking to her for a little bit. and
Dude, she has awesome pictures. Keep it up, Brooke. Like
she
those
told
are
me she
dope.
takes all her pictures on her iPhone, so good for her.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
because
man.
she's an Apple employee, allegedly.
Yeah,
That's all
she
the
is. She's an
premium,
Apple genius.
allegedly.
Peripherals.
I think she was just at New York too, and she copped a bunch of stuff.
You know what? Right after this question, I want to say something.
Cool.
So Brooke asks, Boost or Vapor? Here we go again.
Oh.
Boost or Vapor Max? And is anyone copying the new colorway this weekend? So she's talking about the Vapor Max.
Green one.
And the thing is, here's the interesting thing about Brooke is that she was up until very recently what I would consider like a Boost brat. Like you know,
She has Vapor
Boost
Max,
fiend.
so she made a post on Vapor
Yeah,
Max.
she's switching.
that's the thing, man. If you look at her previous entries into
Yeah.
her social
Media.
media public life,
Mm-hmm.
it's very Adidas heavy. We're talking about like Ultra Boost and
She rocks
EQTs.
Supremes too. Like she's dope, honestly.
Yeah, she's more fly than all of us.
Hell yeah. Dude,
But,
better looking than me too.
Swagged up.
Swagged. But I think it's a very interesting transition because from what I know, she started off with Nike and retros and shit, and then she got like all of us, some of us, got really heavy into the influence.
Well, I mean, you
of
guys are all into
Adidas.
Kanye, so you
Does
guys.
she have Yeezys? I don't.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah, and the Calabasas, which is
Come on.
that doesn't count. Whatever. But it seems like some people, including her, are making a transition back to the swoosh. In fact, one of her latest blogs was talking about how she transitioned from swoosh to boost and back to swoosh. Okay, so that's a good read. You guys, I'll links it below. Anyways, what do you guys think about boost versus Vapor Max?
I think we just talked about
Yeah,
it.
we did talk about it, but I do love the Vapor Max. The way
I
they
haven't
look.
tried it, so I don't know.
Which one's more expensive?
Vapor Max.
Vapor Max now.
By how much?
$15.
So
$240.
that
at
shouldn't
$255.
even be a. That should not even be.
No, it's just
a-
what you like to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the Vapor Max. I'd like to try it just to see, but
We'll do it. We'll fucking do it.
Man,
can,
we're not
but
all
it's like
ballers
it's
like
not
you
high on
guys
the
are.
priority list.
No, just try it
Go
on
to
and
the
then don't
mall,
buy it.
Strap them on. I did it.
Oh yeah, that's
I'll
true.
go try them on.
Yeah.
See,
go right now.
when I find that if I don't even try on shoes, I know that if I see them, I'll want them and I'll get them.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
then
the
you
only thing with brand new silhouettes. You got to try it on, and then
True.
so that when you were to buy online later on another colorway, then you know
Tubular
what size to
shadows,
get.
Jay.
Fuck that, never. It's ugly.
Whatever happened to that silhouette? It never went anywhere.
It's a
right?
huge seller. That actually cracked the top 5 or 6 Adidas movers.
Poor man's
I think he's
Yeezys.
lying. I think
Really?
he's lying.
Really? And guess
That
what?
sounds like bullshit to me.
Those would get more of respect. Those should get more respect from you because those are poor man's Yeezys.
Tubular.
I'm not a poor
You know what? The reason why.
I'm
You
not a
heard it
rich-
here, folks.
I'm not a rich man. I'm not a poor man.
Wow.
Yo, dude.
But it
Fuck
still
everyone else, AJ.
No, I'm just saying that it's an ugly shoe. Why
Yeah,
would
but
I fuck with an ugly shoe?
I have a.
Some people do because it looks like Yeezys.
I have a pair
Fair
of
enough.
Lots of
I'm not.
I have a pair of tubular X's because they're the first red shoe that I had, and they look like Air Yeezys, and that's why I got them.
to blind people.
Wow. this
I
guy.
think it's kind of like you
Okay.
can't get the real thing, so you get substitutes. I think that's kind
That's
of
okay.
Okay.
I think that's okay. Like,
What if you can't get the real thing? You buy fake ones.
no, that's not okay.
Hence the
Wait a minute. No, we've talked about this. If
Yeah,
your
we have.
reasoning is cool and you're not causing anybody harm, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it looks kind of corny though.
Of course, to you, yeah, but there's
I'm
a
never
story
gonna
behind
bag
every-
on anybody for doing it. either,
No,
right?
no,
You know?
no. There's a couple people that.
But would you be like, hey, you're wearing tubular shadows? Oh, you must love Kanye West.
What about this? Would you wear a fake Rolex?
I, that's a bad example. I don't wear watches, so.
Because fake Rolexes are a whole different ballgame than fake shoes, in my opinion.
Why is
You're
that?
probably right.
Because
There's many different.
first of all, a
degrees.
Rolex is super expensive, and if you can't even treat your girlfriend. Not me. I'm not talking about this.
There we go.
If you have to buy jerseys and not eat dinner
And
with
not
your
even get
girlfriend,
that, and then you wear Rolexes that are fake, is that bad?
I think
course
it's
it's
different because
bad.
you're not
Right,
you're not wearing a performance shoe on your feet. You're not wearing this like it doesn't have to do anything other than tell you the time and look pretty.
But
Your shoes actually have to function.
But Rolexes
with-
are supposed to be technologically advanced because it doesn't
Sure.
lose time.
Fair
it's
enough.
okay. I don't mind adjusting a minute or two every few years.
Oh my god, I lost 5 seconds.
Damn! If only I spent
Exactly.
$80,000 more.
Dude, I've-
But now
I've-
your feet have sores on them from
Yeah,
like
that's true.
I've
I've heard people like elitist like Rolex people
Mm-hmm.
that like get choked because theirs is not up to date or like they're not. You
It
know,
fell behind.
Yeah, and it's like
If
it's
you
kinda
if you spent that much money on that, you'd probably feel the same way.
true.
Well, with Rolexes,
That
you
is
have to
true.
wear it all the time.
Look
all
at
the
it.
time,
Fuck. Look at all the people who are concerned about a smidge of glue on their
Yeah.
shoes. Let's get real here.
That's true.
I want to see
Oh, it's
more
a defect.
people
I'm gonna
with
call.
worn shoes. I don't want to see people with like these perfect shoes anymore. I wanna
Beat.
see more beat shoes out there.
No,
So
I
you
think,
hate
I think
Joe.
DS in
I
the
mean,
box
so
is
you
the
hate
way to
Eugene.
go.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you do.
Well, no,
No,
we,
you know
we
what?
never know because they're
It's-
just in a box.
you know what's
I'm
better
saying,
than-
like I want to see more beat shoes out there. That people
What's
are
better
wearing.
than the box
adhesive.
DS is bag DS.
Bag DS?
What's a bag DS? What do you mean?
When you name it and take it the bag.
Oh,
yeah,
well, when I
that's-
buy a pair of shoes, I have to
sometimes
find
that
room for it,
happens.
so it does take a minute for me to. Take
You've
them
done
out
that
the
a
bag.
couple of times.
Yeah.
See, Jason knows. So thanks, Brooke. And by the way, the announcement I want to make is like I've been talking with her a little bit more frequently than any of our other loyal listeners, and that I find that she probably can bring a lot to this
Oh hell yeah!
program because
Way better than what you
or-
guys
or-
bring. Oh, I just kidding.
Thanks. She is on a different coast in a different country. She's in Philadelphia, I want to
Oh,
say.
she's a Philly girl.
That's what I want to say.
Can you tell her to bring some Philly cheesesteaks?
We have some here.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, she's not local?
No.
No?
But anyways, if you guys are okay, I was thinking maybe one time we can like have her call in,
Yeah.
and then we can get her take on some shit, and she can like plug her.
Scheduling allowed, of course. I mean, if she's 3
It'll be
hours-
on our time, guys. Don't worry.
Wow.
Yeah, she's gonna have to get up at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock East Coast.
Wake up, Brooke!
Yeah, and then after she's done, she can just stay and hop in a queue for a shoe release.
Yeah,
there you go.
there you
Team
go.
cop with her.
But I just wanted to get her actual story on, how she made the transitions back and forth again. She like LeBron'd it. Ooh.
Oh, whoa, that's a bold statement. How would you
bold.
LeBron it?
She made the
Gone
decision,
to-
and now she's back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just got that right now.
Yeah, LeBron James is an NBA player.
Who made the 2 moves?
Eat a D.
Anyways, yeah,
I'll
Brooke,
play
we will get in touch with you soon so we can set
Yay,
some
Brooke.
sort of schedule that we can all work with. Okay. Next, we got Soulfully Laced.
Uh-oh.
Very talented local blogger.
I heard this guy's so good looking too. I don't know. I
One
heard-
day maybe we'll be privileged enough to meet him. But Soulfully Laced, actually, if you're following us on Instagram, I think I've already regrammed once or twice of his work, and you should follow him and or her, doesn't know, I don't know, and just read the blog. Read the blog for people like our age. You'll find a lot in common with this person's point of view. His or her narrative is actually quite reminiscent of why we do this thing.
Yeah.
So Soulfully Laced asks, there's a hypothetical fire in your my kind of
Oh
question.
wow, yeah.
In your home.
$5 million. Go ahead. Sorry.
There's a hypothetical fire in your home. It's not hypothetical. There's a real fire in your home right now.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
And you can grab one pair of sneakers to start your new life. Which pair do you
Oh my
grab?
god, really?
So Joe would grab his Monarchs.
I'd be wearing them first of all.
Okay, so we're wearing whatever's on our feet right now. I'm okay. And
then so we get 2 pairs of shoes.
so
No,
you're wearing.
go and well, you have to can only save
Okay,
one.
okay.
You're barefoot in the middle of the
Okay,
night.
okay, fine. You're barefoot and you can grab.
And
one
then
pair
you're
of
like
shoes.
just okay.
I can actually save 10 because they're still in boxes.
No.
No,
So I'm down.
don't
For
cheat
some
like that.
reason,
Don't
you
cheat
can
like
only
that.
grab one.
Yeah, but you don't know which boxes that you
I-
have,
no,
right?
I do.
You
I-
didn't label them.
Yeah, I did.
Fucking
I
guys.
put pieces of paper with what was inside.
Wow.
And today
For-
I taped them on the outside.
For some
so I know
reason,
it's-
Brett Elevens.
What year? do you have?
I've only got the 2011s. My OGs are disintegrated and gone and returned.
One thing about Jordan 11 retros, like the quality is always top notch on those.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
I'll appreciate the higher patent leather cut
Nice.
on the next ones. But yes,
So Bread 11s
We'll say
for
Bread
you.
11s, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Jason? Pass?
No, it's
Crimson
Shadow-
acronym
Shadow
Air Force
ones.
they're beat, so I don't know if I want to take a beat pair, but that wouldn't be so bad. It'd be a Jordan 1 or the Jordan 4 white cement.
What year is the white cements?
The new one with the Nike
Nike
Air
Air?
branding. Yeah.
So which pair of Yeezys would you take, Pierre?
No, it's not Yeezys.
Yes!
It's not Yeezys.
He's just
What are you
saying
taking?
it because
What are
we're here.
No, it'll be probably like in either my Atmos ones.
From the
Or-
pack.
Fuck you, dude.
No, he never got the pack, remember?
All right.
I
He
hate you.
paid for the bag, though.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
Yes, we're still talking about it.
Oh man, that kills me. That killed me a little bit. Either the Air Max Atmos or my OVO 10s. For some
You have to
reason.
pick one right now.
Yeah, bitch.
Air Max.
One of
Yeah,
each shoe.
That's pretty
Air
good.
Max
Concord 11s.
Okay.
It's my childhood right there.
Yeah, but you can get it another when it re-releases.
Fuck, anybody can. I can't wait to hear his or her response to what his question and what they would choose in a fire.
Yeah, so if you're listening, Soulfully Laced, just plug in your reply in the Instagrams.
And it
So-
can't be any of these four.
What did he say?
I think I heard Royal Ones.
Royal Ones.
That's my guess, anyways. Is Royal Ones. So I guess that's it for the Q&A for this. We are running exactly on time, even though we had a very passionate 45-minute discussion about something that was not scheduled. And that's the beauty of this podcast, really, is the unscheduled circumstances that arise, and we can
right.
talk about shit. So before we go, I'd like to give a couple of shout-outs. And first of all, shout out to Brooke again for being such a loyal
Money.
fan and being such a good listener and this and that and da-da-da-da.
And for
Thank you
having a
very
cute
much.
dog. She has a cute dog too.
Really?
Yeah,
You
dude.
jealous?
You have a cute dog, so I'm not.
How many followers does
Debatable.
her dog have?
Probably not as much as my dog, but
I can't believe your dog has more followers than all of us put together.
homie, you know how crazy it is right now? There's a documentary that's being filled at my house right now because of Tacoma. They're documenting how she was adopted right now. That's why I have to get out of there. I mean, just because I support them.
The whole time, Pierre's just requesting you gotta play started from the bottom during this shot right here.
And that dog gets everything.
Yeah, man, I'm jealous.
Tons of toys
I need
and,
I need the dog to tell
You gotta
me
work
how-
that angle.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get a cute dog too.
When I was
It's like Sneakerphiles podcast, Instagram is just all dog pictures.
when I was doing that soulfully laced one-on-one,
Yeah.
I was thinking like I could ask those guys to like vote for me.
Yeah, man. If the dog has a loyal following,
Yeah, dude.
you probably could have had like
That's why I had
5,000.
those pictures. Why do you think?
Yeah, it's called pandering, fool.
It's called
Well-
the Yeezy factor.
There was no
Cocoa
anti-pandering
Puffs
rule, so I guess he did play within the rule.
Cocoa Baps.
Cocoa Buffs. So follow at Cocoa Buffs. Actually, no, she doesn't even follow.
She does.
Okay. Anyways,
Sneakerphiles.
Uh,
It's Cocoa Baps.
what was I saying? Oh,
Yeah, that's
and
followers.
shout out to our sister podcast. Every Sunday morning, you can catch them live on YouTube and then later syndicated on iTunes. I'm jealous. And that is the Sneaker Box podcast from Sneaker Bar Detroit, African Caesar, blah, blah,
What's
blah.
up, guys?
And we miss Jumpman Bostic, man. Hopefully,
Yeah.
speedy recovery to JB. I don't know. You guys know about the thing, right? His knee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Yes, every Sunday, Sneaker Box podcast, Sneaker Bar Detroit. You can look them up on YouTube and on iTunes. Every Monday, they're at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. There is the Monday Midsole. You can catch them on YouTube. Just search Monday Midsole podcast. And then every Wednesday, there is the Soul Food Sneaker Talk. Also, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And anything else you guys want to add before we sign off?
Hopefully,
For episode 51.
Are we celebrating Team Cop? No.
what?
Okay. Hey, Joe, do you have an announcement to make? What shoe you fucking recently bought?
And that's the time for us here on Sneakerphiles podcast. I'm your host, Joe.
You are the host now.
So we got lucky. I was
Yeah.
Lucky Pierre. Won a raffle for a
Why
pair
would-
of shoes under your strong suggestions to enter this raffle.
It's
For the Yeezy 350 V2
Yes.
Zebras.
so.
What sound does a zebra make? Make something.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
So not for nothing, Joe. Was this your actual?
We
first,
love Adidas.
Was this your actual
love Paul.
your first pair of Boost, or did you get something prior?
I technically paid for a pair of Boosts
In
before.
hand, bitch.
Well, technically these haven't been in hand, so
In your possession.
yeah, I guess so.
So your very first pair of Boost in
It's
your
a
possession
Yeezy.
is a Yeezy.
Yeah. Mission accomplished, guys. Mission
And I think
accomplished.
that is the best note to end on. And for the Sneakerphiles podcast, I'm Eugene.
I'm rich.
Jason.
Yeah.
Happy hunting, guys.
Peace.